Okay. So, you love to see it. Apologies for not being here at 3 p.m. as initially discussed and disclosed. My homie was still live. I couldn't be at the stream, but I saw Galaxy was still streaming. So I was like, you know what? Let's push it back. I'm not in any rush type beat. You know, like I've got time this evening, so I can shift it back. You feel me, right? But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Good afternoon, my friends. Right? Let me set up the music real quick. There's actually some new music that we got for Heart of the Cards yesterday. It just got delivered. Well, I say delivered, but we just finished work on it. And it's the ending theme. It's the ending theme for the series. I'm gonna play that real quick. Actually, I'll just use that to like usher us into the stream. While also setting up what I've got on the screen today. So, how's everyone doing today? I hope we're happy. I hope we're healthy. I hope we're chilling. And I hope we're excited for New Year's. Well, not New Year's, Christmas. Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, right? So that's going to be an absolute vibe. And I remember to plug in the Ethernet cable today. So we're actually using the Ethernet connection. I'm going to play this real quick. That is kind of loud. I'll put that down a little bit, right? Yo, Jojo, what's good, Saul? How you doing, homie? It's good to see you. Thank you for understanding, Saul. Galaxy, yo, bro, how was the stream? I couldn't come through, but I saw you were live. I hope you had a good stream, bro. Yo, Jay, much love, homie. It's good to see you. Yo, Cutie, what's good? Are you okay? You sound a bit less energized than normal. I am okay. I earlier today I did. Let me put the music down a little bit. But yeah. Earlier today I had a hiccup, but I'm absolutely fine. So don't you worry about it. Right? Master Shadow, we will. We will. We were looking at the Duel reviews. That could actually be kind of fun. That sounds like a fun time. That sounds like an absolute vibe. Yo, Burn, I'm good. I'm chilling. Today we are going to be ranking the mini boxes in Duelings, and then I believe it was Luxus who asked us to try and stream tomorrow. If I'm able to, we might go live and rank the main boxes. If not, we'll do that after Christmas. But yeah, this is the outro. This is the outro for Heart of the Cards. It got finished yesterday, so I was going through stuff, sorting stuff out, and it's like, oh, by the way, we're putting the final touches on this. So I dropped everything, and I was like, okay, let's finish this. And boy, did it come out good. I love this song. I love it. Right? But yeah. At first it is fun, but then it gets repetitive. There's people complaining about the same thing. I'm guessing people complaining that it's too pay to win. Probably complaining about the state of the meta or a particular deck. I can imagine. My ranking them based on when they came out or current relevance. Ooh, that's a good question. And I will be completely honest with you in saying that I didn't think that far ahead. I was just gonna kind of rank them based on how important any of the cards were. So yeah, I guess not necessarily. I'm gonna pause that. We don't need to listen to it multiple times. But yeah, I'm planning on ranking it based on. I think we should do the ranking based on a little bit of both current relevance, but also you might consider like, okay, but when this came out though, it was going kind of dummy. Now for the earlier mini boxes, that argument probably won't hold that true because, like, for instance, Axe Raider might have hit different way back when, but it doesn't today. So even that wouldn't be enough to save it. It'll just be like an extra consideration that we can take into account as we go through, right? I'm going to go through the rock playlist again because I don't know why. I just really enjoyed playing the rock music yesterday. So we're going to go through the rock playlist again. And that's going to be our vibe for today. That's going to be our energy, our momentum. Let me push play on that. Minimize this. Yo, what's good, Monta? It's good to see you, Fred. Pay to Win was the main one, but overall game has good reviews. 4.0. Oh, that's actually surprising. That's actually very surprising. Yo. Oh, you have to go? Oh, no. Thank you very much, Jay, for coming through. Regardless, hope you have a fantastic day. We'll catch you later, homie. Activator tier 0. Yeah. Just being on. Thank you very much, Jojo. I appreciate you. Yo, Mike, I'm straight chilling, bro. I'm straight chilling, having a good time. Melodious is back at the safe non-nerf zone. Yeah, Melodious isn't doing anything too crazy right now. I'm not all that surprised, you know? You planning on being an anime director? Seriously, I would love to be a writer for an anime. Like, as much as I want to do these YouTube series and everything, what I would really like to do at the end of it is produce an actual anime, like with an animation studio and everything. But for now, I'm going to settle for telling my stories on the YouTube platform. Oh, wait. Guys, before we get into it, I have to run something by you. So, a lot of you guys know that the medium I'm planning on using for Heart of the Cards is Webtoon, right? I'm going to use Webtoon, and then I'm going to put those Webtoons, create web comics from the Webtoon series to use on YouTube. Now, I was talking to my art director, because I use Fiverr to hire freelancers, but once I hire you, I add you to my team, and we all talk, and we all understand each other and the plan and everything. And so I got in touch with the person who I've decided is going to be the lead artist for the series. He's actually working on the initial character designs for the characters that we're putting in. And he gave me an honest, accurate timeline of what he expects for how long everything will take. And he said it will take 40 days to do 40 panels, right? So for those of you who don't know, on Webtoon, it's like a comic page, right? Like a comic image, right? So 40 days, so 1 day for one image, which when you think about it is reasonable, right? That makes sense. Here's the problem. Between episode 1 and 2 of my 22 episode series, there are about, I think it was somewhere in the realm of 300 panels. It will take us 11 months to get through episodes 1 and 2, which means that I have to hire more artists to work on more panels at the same time. So the art style might vary, but it's now going to cost like £1,000 a month for a year to get through it. It's just wild out here. It's just wild out here, right? Regis, okay. But yeah, yo, Anime Craze, we're out here chilling. We're going through, and we're gonna do some rankings of the mini boxes that have come out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Now, I think I'm gonna hide chat on the screen. Just so you guys can see this clearly, right? So it's not in the way or anything like that. You feel me, right? But yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot that's going to have to happen. And also, as much as I like the rock playlist, I feel like we want something more mellow. I'm gonna go the more mellow route. Where's my hip hop music? Where's the hip hop playlist? Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open. Right? Okay. Right? So that's what we're doing. I would do one episode every 2 to 3 months, maybe. I don't know, it seems like a lot. It is going to be a lot. It is going to be a lot, right? But the problem, if I space out the episodes too much, the problem is people's interest for it dies down, right? If they don't get a degree of a consistent schedule, just like as a content creator, if you don't post for too long, then interest in your content dies down. Same with the series. If it goes too long without getting updates, that the same thing might happen. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna go about it. But it was an interesting development. No, we're ranking every single box that's come out, every single mini box that's come out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. We're gonna go one by one from bottom to top. Before that, though, I'm gonna do a quick, is that a 5 pull? I think I have a 5 pull ready to go, so we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna go from there, right? I mean, yeah, you think animation studios have just one homie down bad in the studio never leaving? I mean, true, but then the thing about it, animation is a lot more hands-on than illustration. Initially, if I could have had the series animated, I would have loved to, but I was like, you know what, illustration is cheaper than animation. I should go the comic format, which is why I'm doing it like this. But even still, damn, I'm trying to get MST, and it's in there. Damn, okay. Anyway, let's scroll down to the bottom. Let's go, oh, Point Battle Lyco. Actually, will we have time for a Point Battle Lyco? Me and my sister are decorating the Christmas tree today. So, depending on how long it takes to rank the mini boxes, if we get 69 likes on the stream, we'll do a Point Battle Room. But it depends on how long is left in, how long we've been streaming for. Because I know that my sisters will probably want to do something this evening, right? Okay, so we go from there, we begin. MST is tough. MST is a tough one. I don't know why they want us to suffer so much, but I guess they do, right? So, this is the vibe. We're gonna go straight to the bottom, Starting with Age of Discovery, so the very first mini box to ever be introduced into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links as a concept, as it were, right? So Age of Discovery. I actually don't know what's in this mini box, and apparently I went into it for whatever reason. Okay, you have Michijure, which is like, isn't this activate only when a monster is sent from the field to your graveyard? Select and destroy one monster on the field. That's not, for way back when, that's probably fire, but for right now, not so much. Is the half price gem sale factored in? Not really, because even if something is cheaper, if it's bad, it's still bad, right? Like, I might be able to get that bad thing for cheap, but if it's bad, it's still bad. You feel me, right? This has Daedalus. Oh, I remember, see, here's the thing, I remember there was a point in time when this was my boss monster. I used this in, I used this as like a final trump card in my Sea Stealth attack deck, right? Now, I'm not saying it was good. It was just like my final gambit. Like, nothing else is going to work. I nuked the field using this. Like, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. Other than that, though, there's oh, hold on. No. This is still here. Cost down. Discard one card into the end phase. Reduce some levels of all monsters in your hand by 2. I think that's actually not terrible. By now standards or at the time. So we're gonna rank them. We're focusing mainly on now standards, but also just like on individual relevance. Like if something was good in certain periods, it's at least worth factoring in. You feel me, right? Cost down I think is actually kind of good, but nothing else in here. Moray of Greed. Shuffle 2 water monsters from your hand into the deck, then draw 3 cards. That's not. I mean, Water Xyz doesn't use it, so I can't imagine it being good. None of these things are used. I think that this is a D tier box, even with cost down. Cost down is the only thing. Cost down is the only thing in here that I think is relevant at all. Yo, Mark Magician, what's good, friend? It's good to see you. Right? Most of the mini boxes are garbage. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Right? You say C. You say C. Okay. Yomi Ship used to be a staple as well. It did. When this card is destroyed and then to the graveyard, destroy the monster that destroyed this card. I can see why in OG Duel Links that might have been a thing. I can see why in OG Duel Links that would have been a thing. So fair enough. You know what? We will give you a C tier. We'll start off at C tier. We might move it down later on and go from there, right? I like this because we can just, if we want to go back and check, we can just open up the mini box again. We can just open up the mini box again and see, right? Daedalus was meta. Okay, fair enough. Master of the Shadow was best mini box for me because it had Melodious support. Fair enough. Hey, Brydra, no school, you left to see it. Welcome, friend. Welcome. Okay, so now we are in Flame of the Tyrant. Now, this one I don't think I've ever touched. Where did I get 2 of this? Why do I have 2 of this? Okay, oh wait, it's still in the, you know what, I don't even want to know. This has Gaia Soul. No, I don't think that this is relevant. That's not relevant. Do we see anything in here that's relevant? Tyrant Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster, after this card's first attack, this card can make a second attack. No. Oh, wait. This guy, Worm. Worm is still used in deck out decks. If this card is destroyed, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. This card is still relevant. So this is the only card in the box, I think, that is actually relevant to any degree. I think the Golden Apples was also used at a point in time. I think, but I could be wrong about that. Worm is still in here, though. Sergeant Directro was meta. Sergeant Directro? Who the hell is Sergeant Directro? Sergeant. Once per turn, target one face down card in your opponent's spell and trap zone. While this card is on, it cannot be activated. It's meta, but it's also not good. I don't know. Oh, you are right. Deck out is slow nowadays. I don't know. I find Worm interesting. I find Worm somewhat interesting. But yeah, even with those 2 things, I would happily put this in D tier. This isn't doing anything too crazy. So we have our first D tier. Probably won't be the last. Wonders of the Sky. You're up next. You have, again, another one that I never went into. Wow. Okay, so the Atmosphere. I've never seen this card. Must be special by banishing 2 monsters you control and 1 monster from your graveyard. Yeah, no, I'm not even reading the rest. That's just not good. There's no point in reading the rest. You're not good. Let's see here. Desert Twister. I hear people mention Desert Twister. I think, was it Guns Blazing who recently had a video with Desert Twister in it? Cannot be normal summoner set. Cannot be special summon except by removing 1 earth and 2 wind monsters from your graveyard. You can discard one card to destroy one spell or trap on the field. Okay, so I think he might have been using it for the meme potential. I think that might have been the meme potential, is the thing. Summon Skull? Summon Skull is saucy, but it was never relevant, and it bothers me. It bothers me that it was never relevant. It bothers me that this was never relevant. Hold on. Discard one card, target one monster on the field, it gains 1500. That's not good. Big Bang Shot. Yeah, none of this. I don't see any. So, on the premise of being good, none of these things are there. And then in terms of being, like, meta-defining or relevant, do we see anything? Okay, worst relinquish. Yeah, okay, cool. Chilling then. Chilling. So this is an easy D tier. This is an easy D tier, right? This isn't. I don't think that this won't be one of the most hotly debated ones. I think as we get higher, the mini boxes get better. If I'm not mistaken, anyways, is how I'm expecting things to go, right? I expect there to be an upward curve as we go later. Oh yeah, Detective Guns Blazing is back. He's uploading videos again. Like, he's fully back. Go check it out. He's having a great time. Sonic Boom and all that good stuff, right? Now, what is this? This is Land of the Titans. It has, okay, green baboon and yellow baboon. I don't think we're ever used. I don't think we're ever used by anyone. Summon Skull should have been in the first box. I agree with that. Like, they should have just gotten all of the good stuff out of the way. All of the vanilla stuff out of the way quickly. Obedient School was recently relevant because of Melfi's. Because of Melfi's, I like that card being here. Princess of Cherry Blossoms, what does this mean? Okay, no one uses that. No one uses that. No one uses, does anyone use this? No one uses this. So no one, the only thing, oh wait, Needlebug Nest, Needlebug, nah, Needlebug Nest, Needlebug Nest, Needlebug Nest, we have to put this up. We have to put this up, don't we? Needlebug Nest, Obedient School, Needlebug Nest, come on now. We were only looking at the SR and the UR cards before, but look, and Security Orb, this feels like a low B. This feels like a low B, right? This feels like a low B. Needlebug Nest and Security Orb. I know that it's not great, but still it's something, right? Gearfried has FTK potential in the future. I mean, but we haven't even reached the point where Gearfried is good, right? I feel like because of Needlebug Nest, because it was so good it had to be limited 1, right? After they nerfed Grassless Screener, they had to nerf this. Was Needlebug Nest, wait, was it reprinted? Let's find out. How do I think I can check that. Hold on, let's find out. Because if it's a reprint, then only the first box where it appeared should get the benefit of it, right? Need. Okay, why do okay, that's better, right? How to obtain. No, it's not a reprint. It's actually specific to this box. This box is B tier. This box has to be B tier. That Needlebug Nest was extremely relevant. It's still somewhat, I mean, if it wasn't limited 1, people would probably still be playing it in mill strategies. I think some people still do, right? Nah, come on now. It's not just about the fact that 2 cards are good, it's about how good those 2 cards are. Obedient School, not really that good, I'll be honest. It's more of a meme. But Needlebug Nest was actually meta relevant way after it came out. Come on now. No, see, everyone thinks C. Yo, Thundra, how you doing, homie? It's good to see you. Low B? No, Najam, you're not late at all. Welcome, friend. Welcome. Why was I never playing that in Lights 1? I don't know. It's a good card. It's only 2 cards. Oh, you guys just don't want me to be happy. Okay. We might revisit this. For the good of the people, I want this to be low B. I'm willing to put it at the top of C tier for now, but if other things come into C tier that I think aren't as good as this will have to be moved up. That's justice. It's only fair if that's the case, right? Up next is Dawn of Destiny, and nah, okay, if the last box wasn't a B, this has to be a B. Come on now, come on. Look at this. Tribute to the Doomed, discard 1 card, destroy. Now, it's not as fancy and flashy as our current quick play effects to do similar things, but this was a great card. Sacred Phoenix of Nephidus was used in OG Fire Kings, right? We also have, I think that was used somewhere, but I don't actually know. But more importantly, we have, where is it? The Dark Hex Sealed Fusion! Tell me this is, this is an A! This is an A, fight me! Someone fight me! Fight me on this right now! Fight me on this right now. It has Dark Hex Sealed Fusion in here, bro. A. And it also has Super Rush Headlong. Super Rush Headlong, great card. Dark Hexy Fusion, great card. Tribute to the Doom, great card. Nephesis, great card. Not to mention some Fire King support in here. What else? Good Goblin Housekeeping was never really good, but it's just like free draws, right? It's just free draws. This feels like an A, you guys. It feels biased if this isn't an A. It's hella biased if we don't put. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time that Fire King Island was ever printed. This is the first. A. This is an A. Easy A. You can't. You will not turn me towards your wicked ways. This is an A. This is an A. This is an A. Katana's pretty insane and Shiranui back in the day. Bro, definitely B. Nah. A. And the half-price gem sale. We're allowed to factor that in now. This has to be an A. Come on now. Don't be mean. Don't be mean, you guys. Come on now. Where's your sympathy? Where's your heart? For a box, bearing in mind, when did this box come out? How old is this box? Does it say? It doesn't say when the box came out, does it? Does it say when the box came out? 2017, guys. It came out in 2017, and it has cards that are actually like good, actual like decent cards. Come on now. Don't be racist. Okay. I'm glad we've had this conversation. I'm glad we've had this discussion. Right? Okay, so. Up next, Echoes of Silence. We're gonna move on. That's decidedly an A tier. Echoes of Silence. Now, this one has Silent Magician level 8. Silent Magician I know was somewhat relevant at some point in time. Spear Dragon, not so much. I mean, it was okay, but nothing crazy. The level up concept, as it were, was never really all that good. I'll keep it a buck with you. Emergency Provisions. Send any number of spell traps to the graveyard, gain 1,000 life points. No, we're not doing that. Vortex Trooper, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Just when this card is destroyed, draw 1. So people would set this and then just get a +1 off of it. Spell Power the problem is all of these cards most of them revolve around the leveling up strategy. And the leveling up strategy was just never really good is the problem, right? Limit Reverse was good. Limit Reverse was used in deck out decks, stall deck out decks, right? Because the worm card, you would resummon it onto the field using Limit Reverse and force your opponent to destroy it, right? Or just put it in a defense position yourself and keep on destroying it. So this was actually like part of the engine for that strategy. Limit Reverse was very, very good. Is there anything else in here that was worth our time? Massive Morph was also very good. Massive Morph was also good because people would Lava Golem you and then use Massive Morph on the Lava Golem, right? So that's also something. Neither of the things are really relevant right now, but we have to factor in how they were before, right? I feel like this is a C. I feel like this is a C tier. Okay, and you agree with me. This is a C tier. We're gonna give it a C. Yeah, no. I don't think this is B. Right? It was good in that stall deck, but because of how old the box is, I'm just looking to see where it was relevant, right? And it feels like it was relevant there, right? So I feel like a C tier is deserved here. I'll put you at the bottom of C. I feel like the bottom of C is a fair place to put you, right? Okay, so up next is Servant of Kings, and before we even look at the cards in this box, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Servants of Kings, S tier. Before I even show you what's in the box, S tier, right? And let me tell you why. I have made so many accounts. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So many accounts. And on so many of them, Servants of Kings, or one of the boxes that comes slightly after Servants of Kings, one with TTH in it, is always so relevant and has such good value. It has such good value in I don't know why Konami back then they didn't have the stratagem to trickle out the good cards and spread them out, because we've had mid boxes, and then they drop this. Now let me show you why. So this came out. it had Man-Eater Bug. Now, Man-Eater Bug, not relevant right now, but way back when it was. If you want to play it, I guess you could, but let me show you why this box starts being relevant. First of all, Voice Raider. Not the same as Axe Raider, but close enough. It's like its cousin. Now, the actual good cards, Forbidden Chalice is in this box. The quick play spell card that negates your opponent's card effects for the entire turn on one of their monsters. Now, this card is still being used in meta, current, relevant strategies. I use this card in so many of my own decks, right? Forbidden Chalice all the way. Painful Decision. It was used when the normal pendulums came out. Not to say that it was good, but it was still relevant with the normal pendulums. Then you have Birthright, which can summon like Blue Eyes from the graveyard. It's also in the Blue Eyes structure deck. Now I know not many people use it, but if you're a newer player and you want to play around with Blue Eyes and you don't have that many cards for it yet, you can play with Birthright. Then you have Draining Shield, one of a great defensive trap way back when. I know we don't use it now. We're all about our Karma Cuts and our Book of Moons, but way back when we were scrapping in the mud pits, we used this. We used this with our bare knuckles, right? Then Wall of D, bro. This is you, and this is the girl that your girlfriend is sleeping with, right? Like this is that. Look. Wall of D. It still hits. Even though it's a battle trap, people still use it sometimes. Like it is nah. You can't tell me this box ain't nice. I remember System Down, when what was it? I think when Ancient Gears were running rampant in the meta. Ancient Gears, this was a card that people sided in to counter them. But nah, this is a good box. This is a good box. Nah. You're gonna have to hold that one if you disagree. If you disagree, you just have to hold that, Chief. You just have to hold on to that with your chest. You just have to hold on to that with your chest, my guy. Right? Easy S, right? Right? Like this is our first S tier box easily. And Desperado and Sidra, bro. Drowning goes dummy. Drowning goes dummy in the paint. But back in the day, that's how we used to get down. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going, right? Up next is Blades of Spirits. I actually went into this box. Damn. Yo, not Brady ZA. Welcome. How you doing, friend? Hey, how's it going? Right? So up next we have this. Now. I went into this box a couple of times. I'll tell you why. I went into this box for Fire Formation Gyoku. This is actually decent spell trap, not removal, but how do I put it? As a free-to-play player way back when in the day, when not even back in the day, it's just an option. It was an option in an SR mini box that was relatively small. I'm pretty sure this mini box only has like 80 packs in it, right? It's relatively small. You lock down your opponent's back row. They can't activate their back row in response to using Fire Formation Gyoku. And then as long as your continuous spell is on the field, they can't activate that back row or use that back row slot. Like it was actually good disruption. And at the time, did we even have Cosmic? Did we even have Cosmic yet? Okay, we had just gotten Cosmic, so that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, right? That's unfortunate. Yo, Simo, happy late birthday! I was about to say where were you, because we were live yesterday, but you were enjoying your birthday. Happy birthday! I hope you had a fantastic day, my friend. Your birthday's so close to Christmas. That's a vibe. Double the presents. I hope you had a fantastic day, my G. Right? Okay, so. Blades of Spirit, so that's the first card. I personally love Fire Formation Gyoku. I know that it's not a meta card. I know that not a lot of people will agree with me on loving it, but it is something that you can use for back row disruption even today if you don't have any of the other more fancy or more expensive options, right? I'm not saying you should go for it. I'm just saying like it's kind of nice. And look at that card art board. Like nah, it's just a nice card. Let's move to the actual. Let's just move to the actual good cards in this box, right? So. Neos Alias was, even as a Gemini monster, I do believe it saw play in some versions of the Neos decks. I remember playing against it way back when. Powerful Rebirth is still used in it was used in Magnet Warriors up until this year when they got Oasis of Dragon Souls, because this card changes the level of the monster that gets summoned, whereas that card doesn't. So it lets them do their Xyz plays a lot better if they want to for level 3 Xyz like Organic. But this is still a fire card to be used up until that point. You feel me, right? You feel me, right? Okay, so Powerful Rebirth. Powerful Rebirth. First up. Then they introduced Tiki Curse, which it's a trap monster, which is cool. Good, I would say. And then Parallel Twister, which is still being used in Noble Knights. It's still being used in Noble Knights to today, bro. To today, it's still being used. Now, I don't think it has anything that's as fire as like Chalice was, but combine Powerful Rebirth alongside Parallel Twister, which are the two best ones. Then you have Gyoku alongside Tiki Curse. Do they have any, and more Fire King support in here? Some Hazy Flame stuff, right? I think that this is an easy B, at least. This feels like an easy B in my opinion. This feels like an easy, wait, and they have Shogun. Shogun is in this box. People actually used Shogun. Yo, people actually used Shogun. This is an A. You have Shogun, you have Parallel Twister, you have Powerful Rebirth. Easy A. What am I saying? Easy A. Nah. A, because you have Buddy over here, then Buddy on his left hand side. Then you come down here, Gem. Bro, how can we please you? What more do you want? What more do we want? I started playing Abyss Actors and it's fire. Hey, you love to see it. B now, A back then, but we have to factor in both is the thing. I do get what you mean as to how it doesn't compare to some of the things that we have now, but in terms of value that you would get out of a box like that feels like an A. For it to still have relevant cards based on when it came out, because that, bearing in mind, that box came out all the way in, where even are you? Wow. It came out all the way in 2017. It was a December box in 2017. Bro, nah. You can't tell me that ain't saucy. Low A. Give me a low A, please. Nah. Right? Oh, you love to see. Yo, Mr. Taco Shark, what's good, homie? It's good to see you. Right? Let me give it a low A. We can move it down later if we need to, you guys. Be reasonable. Work with me. Come on now. Right? Up next, we're moving on. We're moving on. Right? Okay, so Resonance of Contrast. Now, this box has Red Eye / Dragon. You've made me question my beliefs. High B. It'll be our first B tier. You guys, the racism is running rampant in the streets. Rampant, I say. Okay, so Red Eye / Dragon is in this box, right? This is Red Eyes, in my opinion, was new player bait because it had its time in the sun, mind you. Don't get me wrong. There was a time when Red Eyes was out in the street slapping people left and right. Snipe Hunter was fun. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy when it was used against me. Oh, no. A tier, you fight me, slap me, do whatever you want. This is an A tier box. The first time we were ever graced with my Bujin boys, my Bujin brethren came out in this box, bro, and Red Eyes? Nah. Fight me. Go make your own tier list. This is my time. We don't even need to look at the rest. Bro. Easy A. Top of A tier for you, sir. Fight me if you want. Fight me if you can say what you want, say what you will. It's an A tier. Can you change that? No, you can't. Easy. Look, this is what made you think this was a democracy? This is not a democracy. I'm just a gentle dictator, okay? I was about to compare myself to Mussolini. Never mind. Backtrack. We're backing up. At the point at which you start comparing yourself to actual dictators, you've gone too far. Back it up. Easy A. It's got the Bujins. It's got Defense Straw, which ain't not bad. It's got the Bujins. It's got Red Eye Slash, which again not bad. It's got the Bujins. It's got a Void Trap Hole, which is actually I got Void Trap Hole the other day. Right? People are still using this. And it's got the Bujins. Nah, A tier. This is the Bujin box. The first ever Bujin box. Nah. Easy. Easy A, easy A, easy A, easy A. You can fight, squirm, try your best. You can't resist. It's over. It's done. We're moving on to the next box. Easy choice. That was an easy decision. I will crush Bujin's Master Duel. See, full power Bujins, if you think you know what Bujins do now, you're not even ready. You're not even ready. Okay, so Rampage of the Forest. Now this is the Hey True Nade box, right? The Hey True Nade box. Now this is dangerous. This is what I'm holding here. What's in my hand right now is power, right? What we have right now is power, bro. This is a tough one because Hey True Nade was on its own. Hey True Nade could carry a box. Right? Hey True Nade could carry a box on its own. The problem is Hey True Nade is banned. So whereas it had years of value, it is now virtually worthless. And what you can see now is, now that Hey True Nade has been banned, the box is virtually worthless. Like Hey True Nade was carrying the box. Now it's got Dark Core, which is interesting. It's a slower Karma Cup, but it is still useful. And it's got Memory Loss, which is also in a structure deck, so you don't really need it. But Memory Loss is a very good card. It's a very, very good card, right? It's very, very good. Sylvan's but Sylvan's did have a massive meta impact. Sylvan's did have a massive meta impact. Okay, so we need to balance it, right? We need to balance it, right? Because Memory Loss is decent. Dark Core is decent. Sylvans were actually meta kings, but I hate. Oh my! Were you there for the 16-hour Sylvan stream when I was trying to get Carrot Weight champion? I think this is gonna be another area of bias because I was about to say, oh, because they were meta, maybe we should put this in like B tier. This is a high C. This is a high C at best. I hate this card. If you know, you know. If you know the backstory, you know the backstory. This is a C tier box. This is a C tier box. We're not discussing it any further. We're not discussing it. It would have been a B. But Carrot Weight is in this box and I hate it. I hate this box. And they don't have Hey True Nade anymore. So if Hey True Nade was still available, easy S. And then Carrot Weight would have made it an A. Whatever you are, Carrot Weight makes you one step worse. If you have Carrot Weight champion in your deck, you become one step worse of a human being than what you currently are. If you're a graduate, you become a student again. If you're a teacher, you become what's one step down from a teacher? A teacher's assistant, right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you, right? I need to be careful because my brain is moving faster than my mouth, and I'm gonna say something. Right? I hate that card with a burning passion. I hate that card with a burning passion, right? Carrot Weight is evil. Carrot Weight is hey, you remember, exactly. You guys remember. That card is the devil. That card is the devil, right? We don't mess with Carrot Weight over. If you eat carrots, you're a beta male. Carrots are for betas. Confirmed. We don't mess with carrots in this community, right? Broccoli all the way. Broccoli every day of the week. Right? It is that stream was something. I still haven't uploaded the video from that stream because right after that I ended up taking that 3-week break. But regardless, let's keep it moving. Up next, Visions of Ice. Thank you. Who needs carrots? Just get glasses, bro. Or go blind. One of the two. It doesn't matter as long as you're not eating carrots. Anyway, I'm bad at giving advice. You shouldn't listen to me. Okay, up next is, I think this is just thinking about it. This box has TTH. Do we need to debate this box? It has one of the strongest trap cards in the game. Not to mention, it also has spell books, which were a meta threat. They spat on you. Just then, I did it for them, right? Like, this isn't even a conversation. Look at how many cards in this box had to be limited, right? Look at this. This is limited 2, limited 3, limited 2. This Dragon Ice is cool. It's a free special summon, which is interesting. Mage Power, but mostly just for the spell books, the TTH, and the Tricky. I like the Tricky. It's very good if you're doing like auto dueling and grinding and everything. So this is an easy S. Easy S. Trinade is on the same level as TTH. I agree, but Trinade is also in the same box as Carrotweight Champion, so no, right? So we go. So don't talk about going blind. Oh, hey, actually, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Wait, hold on, but if you poke your own eye out, can you really sue me for that? I feel like at that point, you kind of have to hold yourself accountable, right? Tricky also, so I'll play, you love to see it. Right? And it's so free to play friendly. As well, right? Because it's in the half price gem sale. Easy A. You contain the best you contain the best trap in the game currently, which isn't banned. It's still seeing play all these years later. You have spell books in you, and spell books are still somewhat, I don't want to say relevant, but that you can still play them, and they might be getting support. They were recently changed around in the ban list and everything. Yeah, no, easy S because of TTH. If not for TTH, I would put this in like B, but with TTH in there, I feel like that's an easy S. I feel like it's an easy S. Sheet doesn't agree. The Tricky is great, exactly. Tretch spellbooks and half-price gems, easy, right? Right? Najan, please don't poke your eyes out. I guarantee you will not be able to sue me for it, and you will have one less eye, right? Like, I please. Right? Clash of Wings up next. Now, here's the thing, right? Clash of Wings had Widespread Ruin, which was interesting. When a monster declares an attack, destroy the monster. And it's non-targeted, but it's a battle trap, right? This was interesting. Not to mention, what else is in here? You've got Fur Hires is the thing, right? Oh yeah, when TTH gets banned, it's not going to be relevant anymore. But for now, it's still good. Fur Hires were dangerous. Right? They were. I remember the Dyna lock was tough because we didn't have any outs to it back then. We didn't. Well, I guess we had some outs, but it was very difficult to deal with the Dyna lock, right? Fur Hires, I think, make it just for where they were. Right now, they're not doing anything. But for how much of an impact they had on the meta, it feels like the box should be regarded as at least a B for the impact that it had. Fur Hires tier 0, right? Okay, you guys think it's even higher than I was thinking. I was thinking it would be like a B based on its previous glory, right? Okay. So Fur Hires alone, you think make it an A tier. Furry's instant S tier. Wait. Stop. Right. So this is Mecha Fan and Beasts and all that kind of stuff were never really important, but Fur Hires were a massive problem. Right, Fur Hires were a massive problem, and this is the box that gave it to us. Very free to play friendly, right? Blowback Dragon, the problem is nothing else in here was relevant, right? Fur Hires was tier 0, but nothing else in here is relevant. Even this, as much as I want to say like is good, it's good for a battle trap, but battle traps generally speaking aren't that great. So I will say Fur Hires and Widespread Ruin. Yo, but it being tier 0, not just good, tier 0, I feel like that should give it at least a low A, even if it's not good enough, right? Okay, so A, everyone seems to think so. True, actually, wasn't this the last box where it was? I think this was the last box where you have 80 packs in the mini box, isn't it? Is this the last box where that was the case? Oh, I have to reset it to see. What else do I have in here? No, I'm not gonna reset. I kind of want that card, right? Was this the last box where you have 80 packs? Oh my, why did I go into so many random boxes, bro? Okay, so I think A tier for furry. Okay, so easy A then. Everyone seems to be in agreement. I was the only one who was holding back, so that's an easy A. An easy A for the furries, right? Congratulations, right? Because of history and its impact on the game, I can agree with that. I think I'm going to play spellbooks if we do a battle room. Hey, good luck. You will struggle. Alright, so up next, Empire of Scarlet. What say you, good sir? What's that? I know you've got vampire support. It has Insectors. What else? What else is in here, actually? We see Insectors, which I personally really like Insectors. Vampires are pretty good. We've got Scarlet Scourge. Before, were Insectors ever really that good? Were Insectors ever really all that good? That's my question. Right? And vampires, I know, had their time in the sun. We've got Insectors, we've got vampires. Looking just on a surface level, looking through, this feels like a B tier box, right? This feels like a B tier box. The vampires are good, and they had a little bit of a resurgence recently, but they never really topped anywhere. And also, the newer support is better than the older support, although you do still need some of the older support. This feels like a B tier. This feels like it's never seen the sun. Yo, oh, hold on. Oh my god, my mouth, the word vom. Nimalob. I'm sorry. Hi, friend. Welcome. B max. Exactly. I feel like vampires in this. Yeah. I didn't even realize it in anime craze. I didn't even realize it. But yeah, Spellbooks can play 3 Fate now, which helps a lot. That's fair. They are stronger because they got their buff. This feels like a B. This box, it doesn't excite me, right? I don't feel excited seeing it. It's just like, okay, you know, vampires, right? That's all. It's just like, okay, cool, vampires. We're here now, I guess, right? That's all that it really says to me. Next is they skipped a mini box with next to Gaia Genesis. Up next is this one, the Power Tool Kit. And I can already sense. C, easy to disturb. Okay, fair enough. A lot of people, see, it's very torn between C and B. I'm gonna leave it at low B. I'll leave it at low B, right? Now up next is a Power Tool box, right? What is it even called? Power of Bravery. This box is, This box is D tier. This is a D tier box. There's nothing good about this box. This box has no loved ones. There's no one out there who respects this box. This box didn't help to pay anyone's taxes. It didn't make anyone feel like a better human being. If you play cards in this box, it didn't make you a better human being. It probably made you a worse one. This box has the Buster Whelp. It has the Buster Blader cards. I'm Grim. I'm sorry in advance. I hate all of the Buster Blader support that we have in Duel Links because none of it works well together. This box is doo-doo butter. It's ugly. It hurts my feelings that this box is in the game. It hurts my feelings that there are people who are going to defend this box and say I should put it higher. This box has Vylons in it. I'm not even surprised that it has Vylons in it because it came out with Buster Blader. Like, this box should be your fever dream. This box. D. Hey, thank you. This box is racist. That's the best way of putting it. This box is racist. Instant D. Easy D tier. Easy D tier. No one tell Grim. Oh crap! Grim just got here. Grim just got here. No. Grim, look. I'm sorry. It's not what it looks like. I wanted us to get past this before you got here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm playing. Look, if you like this box, nothing against you. If you like this box, nothing against you, right? Nothing against you. But I just, nah, I can't. This box has, because the thing is, I've actually played the cards in this box, and my experience was just, this might be one of my least favorite boxes in all of Duel Links. Because I hated that I went in for this multiple times on my main account. No, was it? No, okay, it was on a secondary account then. Okay, so it was on a secondary account. I went in for this box oh yeah, I remember now, it was for a video. I went into this box multiple times to try and cog with Buster Blader in 1 week. I stopped doing the Buster Blader challenge, not because it was too hard, not because I wasn't getting the deck. I just hated the playstyle that much, right? Like, it's just not for me. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. I'm so sorry, you guys. Cutie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My favorite hot B is dropping down to bronze and bullying noobs with harpies. Nah. The limited card, desynchro. Target one synchro monster on the field, return it to the extra deck. Then, if all of the monsters that were used for the synchro summon of that monster are in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them. No. That's no. Now Grim's gonna clap Boojins and nah. Boojin dominance. Buster Blader box beat me up and stole my gems. Honestly, this box is when you think of acts of domestic terror, this box, like this, people spend money. No, I refuse. People spend money on this box, bro. People spend money, not just gems. We spend money, bro. You went to work. You slaved away. You took crap from customers. You got slapped in the face by your boss, and then you spent money on this. The money to feed your children. Your children went hungry because of this box, and this is what we get. Nah. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. No. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. No. No. No, I'm playing with you. But nah. We're not doing this. D tier. I'm memeing. Are we just going to ignore our curse? Yes, we are. Okay, so if I were being unbiased, I'd probably put it in C. But because of my personal biases against Buster Blader, that goes in D tier. Right? That goes in D tier. All right, so let's keep it moving. Secrets of the Ancients. Great and E tier for that. Yeah. Had we not moved on, I might have. That's a good idea. So on TBH, I agree that box is a travesty. It stole my the biggest Buster Blader supporter in the community has just agreed. So the verdict is final. Rose Bujin take revenge. Hey yo. Oh, I love hanging out with you guys. We have fun here. We have a lot of fun here. I'm sorry for memeing on your favorite cards. If you like these cards, nothing against you, I promise. I'm just playing with you guys, alright? Alright, cool. So, Secret of the Ancients, right? Let's take a look at this. Ooh, Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron is some points right off the bat. You are Junk Synchron. Armades Keeper of Boundaries. Well, how do I put it? It's a great card in certain decks because of its effect, right? Its effect reads, one, it's a generic card, generic level 5 synchro, but not many, because its level is kind of awkward. Not that many decks can make level 5s, but if this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, right? That means certain hand traps can't be used. That means most of the Bujin cards couldn't actually play against this, right? Like, it's just a good card. It's just a really, really good card, right? But yeah. So Junk Synchron plus this plus Ancient Fairy Dragon never really hit. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What does it say? Once per turn, you can special summon one level 4 level monster from your hand. You cannot conduct your battle phase. Once per turn, you can destroy as many field spell cards. I mean, you can search Necro Valley with this, but was anyone really doing that? Tell me, did anyone really do that? Were people actually searching Necro Valley with this card? If so, that has some potential, but I don't know. It's interesting, but like, right? What else is in here? What else do you have? Trap Tricks don't really have all their support still, so they never really got to do anything. What else is in here? Delta Flyer, Trident Warrior, lots of random stuff. Is in here, which is unfortunate because the UR started really good. It's the SRs and under that are kind of letting us down. Paladin Zectron is interesting. Paladin Zectron is because when this card is synchro summoned this turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you take no damage, which is very cool, right? A tier Fairy Dragon cute. Yeah. Okay. Aromage Synchro support, fair enough. Was used in Black Wings. Okay, so it was actually used in Black Wings, so that's points. Kamel 1 International using that? Oh, snap. Okay, fair enough. So I'm seeing some good things about it. This. Okay, fair enough. Tragic Speeds, I love that deck. Mercy for me. You have to leave for 10 million. The gem, we'll catch you in a little bit, friend. What else is in here? Is there anything else in here that's of redeeming quality? It doesn't look like it. I mean, Valeriphon was used in Melfi's, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's something. I've always really liked Summon Breaker. I feel like Summon Breaker is an underrated card. I feel like Summon Breaker is an underrated card. Now, not that underrated, but underrated. During main phase 1, we only have main phase 1. If the turn player successfully conducts a third summon of a monster this turn, it becomes the end phase. You can steal your opponent's turn. Let's say they want to make a synchro monster. You normal summon a monster, you special summon another monster, that's 2 summons, you synchro summon or exi summon into another monster, that's 3 summons, boom, your turn ends. You don't get to conduct battle, you don't get to activate any of your effects, you don't get to do anything. It is now the end phase of the turn, which is actually really good. I don't know why it's not used more. Actually, I do. It's a field spell, so by its nature, it's bricky and all that kind of stuff, and it's situational. But I can see it as, and it affects you as well. It affects you as well, right? Which can be problematic. But I do see it as being a very interesting card. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Where were we? Okay, Secret of the Ancients, right? I see it as being interesting. If you slandered the other box with Blader, I would. Yeah. Yo, BP Gaming, what's good, homie? Hey, yo, thank you for coming through. It's good to see you, friend. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic holiday period, right? All right, so I think with Junk Synchron, with Paladin Zextron, and with Keeper of Boundaries, it feels like at least B, right? It feels like B, and let me tell you why. Because all of those things are good where they go, but they don't go in a lot of places. They don't fit into a lot of holes. This is good for Stardust and maybe some Synchron stuff, right? This is good in decks that can make it. I'm thinking Aro Mages, I'm thinking Six Samurai, but it's not like, despite being a generic card, it doesn't see generic play. This is the only one that can be used a little bit more because of its level, and it's not that much, right? Summon Breaker is cool, but everything else in this box, most of the SR cards, doo-doo butter. I'm not a fan of most of the SR cards, right? Y'all are really fighting for A? Y'all are really, see, here's the thing, I'm seeing A's and S's. I don't feel the A here. I don't feel the A here is the thing, right? I don't feel the A tier potential here, right? A, okay, how many A's do we have? We have, and some S's. We have S, A, low A, B, A, B, A. Okay. I'll give it a low A. I'll give it a low A based on that. I don't see it as being that, I just don't see it as being that crazy is the thing, right? It's got 1, 2, 3. This is a good card, decent, and then that's the box, right? That's the box. Summon Breaker, interesting, right? And everything else is, right, and the Fairy Dragon, which again you say was used to do some nice things here and there. Oh, you know what? This is a people's choice. I'm gonna leave it there for the people. We leave this in A for the people. I personally think B, but I've had enough of my own biased choices. I'll let you guys have a biased choice too. I'll let you guys have a biased choice as well, right? I'll give you guys one biased choice. Right? We might come back. Yeah, exactly. We might come back. We might come back to this one, right? Tornado of Phantasms. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Tornado of Phantoms. Wow, I can't read. Okay, Tornado of Phantoms. I don't think I ever got a single card out of this box. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't recognize any of this. This is ass. Yeah, no. Oh, it's the Gusto box. That's why. Yeah, this is a bad card. This is a bad deck. A bad box. This, I think, actually saw play in some Psychic decks, but because it specifically needs a Psychic type monster, not many people can play it. Mecha Phantom Beast, I don't think did anything. I don't think this box did anything. Is there anything good in here? There is nothing good in this box. I'm gonna put this in D, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. But I don't recognize a single card from this box, which means that it never did anything, right? It never did anything from what I can see. None of these cards look, oh wow, negate all of the trap card effects on the field this turn. I mean, I guess that's kind of interesting, but also no. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this box in the slightest. D. Okay, D, yep, D. All beta boxes at B for my sake, Grim. You know I can't do that. Right? Mistworm was decent. Where's Mistworm? Who's Mistworm? Mistworm. Is it you? No. Is it you? No. Is it you? Where's Mistworm? Oh, who are you? 1 tuner, 2 or more non-tuner. If this card is single, someone targeted with 3 cards your opponent controls, return those to the hand. It's interesting. interesting, but I don't think it's good enough to carry. I don't think it's good enough to carry the box. I don't think it's good enough to carry the box. That is an interesting card. I don't think it's good enough to carry the whole box. This box needs the card to carry it, and there's nothing in that box that's doing any heavy lifting. I'm sorry. Right? Okay, so up next we have Dimension of the Wizards. Now I have good memories. Yo, Najam, welcome back, friend. I have good memories of this box, but I think it might be for the wrong reasons. Dimensional Prison is interesting. I see this as being interesting, but it's a battle trap. Psychic Wielder has seen some interesting play in competitive spaces. Arcanite Magician, not really no. Naturia Landois, I recognize some of these cards. I know that Nathaniel uses this card. I've seen Nathaniel use this card against me in his hero deck before. Millennium Eyes Restrict, never really got to see play. Is this the, no way, is this the Stromberg box? This is the Stromberg box, isn't it? Right? Is this a Stromberg box? Hold on. Medoshas are kind of cool. They never really did a lot. This is a Stromberg box. Okay, so this has to be at least a B. It's a Stromberg box. Stromberg actually kind of hit different for a while, didn't they? Stromberg hit, oh, yeah. Okay. I know a lot of people say Power of the Guardians isn't good, but for how many people actually play the card, this box, that means a lot of people have got into this box, bro. This feels like an A-tier box. Power of the Guardians is kind of a meme, but it's a meme that sees a lot of play for whatever reason. I don't mind it. See, here's the thing. No. I take it back. I don't like Power of the Guardians for PvP. I love Power of the Guardians for PvE because the AI is too dumb to remove it, right? And you just win, especially when we're doing raid boss battles. Power of the Guardian, and you're using like an Xyz monster like Gaga Samurai or Kachin Dragon, where you can do multiple attacks per turn. You actually start to rack up some pretty big attack points, and then your attack is multiplied. Like, yeah, no. Power of the Guardians is actually it's not a good PvP card, but I don't think PvP is all that you should consider when because some people don't even like PvP in Duel Links. Some people prefer to play against the AI, and power to them. I'm not like that. I wanna make children cry, but some people enjoy playing against the machine, and hey, get down how you get down. So for that reason, actually, I think Power of the Guardians is actually something worth getting in this box, especially because it's an N rarity card. So that's a very, very good pull. Then you add on top of that the Stromberg support, which just recently saw a resurgence with the DDD combo. Now, I know that wasn't crazy, but a lot of people complained that it was broken and it was so good that people were calling for a nerf, right? I didn't think it needed to be nerfed. I thought it was okay. I thought it was fun. I thought it was spicy. I like this box. Then you add in Psychic Wielder and Dimensional Prison, not to mention the Medosh support, which never really hit, but they're cute. I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this chibi. This is beautiful to me, right? These are adorable. I feel like this is an S. Right? I feel like this is an S. Right? I feel like this is an S. Easy. I feel like this is an easy S. With all those factors combined, Power of the Guardians, plus Stromberg, plus Dimensional Prison, plus the Medoshas, which are just cute. I feel like that's an easy S tier. I still get in the last event I got tons of use out of Power of the Guardians. It was still a useful card for me. Right? I want to make children cry. Salt 2021. Look, I'm honest. Right? I feel like for the utility that you can get out of the box for PvE potential and some of that PvP spice, that feels like an S tier. In my opinion. Right? Once you get the Endominion archetype, the Power of the Guardian will be amazing. Okay, fairs. No. You think A? Because DLE literally have a video about how Power of the Guardians is a meme. See, here's the thing. I know in PvP it's a meme, but for PvE, it's extremely good value. I still use Power of the Guardians in a lot of my PvE decks when we're playing against raid bosses specifically. I can show you literally. My Xyz deck that I use for raid bosses, the one that I used in the most recent Synchro World event, is over here, right? I use it over here, right? Yeah, this is what I use. Power of the Guardians at 3 copies to just get myself some big monsters with big attack, and then I swing with Gaga Samurai, I swing with Kachin Dragon, and that's the deck, right? Like, I feel like for its PvE utility, it deserves to be highly rated, in my opinion, right? Because the NPC, if the attack of a monster is high enough, even if the NPC has a potential out, they're not going to do it. They're just going to put the monsters in defense position sometimes, right? Which makes it a lot easier. Which makes it a lot easier to farm. It makes it a lot easier. So for the utility that you get out of the card, I feel like that is what gives it its value, you know? So I personally feel like for the value of Power of the Guardians, added in with what is actually a functional deck. Like if you just go into this box alone, you will have a somewhat functional version of Stromberg, right? You have a somewhat functional version of a fun deck to play, right? So for this is the NPC box is what we're gonna call it. It's carried by Power of the Guardians, but only for NPC purposes. If you try and take that into PvP, you are going to get slapped in the nuts. Anyway, I'm gonna put that in S. I'm a executive decision. I feel like that's an S tier. I feel like you get a lot of value out of that. S tier. Lords of Shining. This is a tough one. Lords of Shining is tough. Is it tough? Lords of Shining is the Dark Lord box. Dark Lords came in and they destroyed everything. Can we all just take a second to appreciate how bad Ixchel is? Like she a baddie a little bit. She a baddie, like, can we just, I know, okay, and I know what you're going to say, Ixchel simp, but I never played Dark Lords. I can just appreciate when a baddie kind of bad, right? Like, she a succubus and she can have my soul. I said it, there, like, just like, that alone, let's put that to one side, now, factor in some of the other stuff in here, right? Dark Lords were tier 0. They had to be nerfed into the ground. Look at these limits, bro. They had to neuter the deck. All of those things are at limit 2. They all share a slot. Dark Lords stole the game, basically. They stole the game, right? I do. See, here's the thing. My girlfriend sims for things with me. We do it respectively. Like when we were watching, what show was it that we were watching the other day? And there was a dude. And he was. I'm gonna say he was fine. He was no homo. I have a girlfriend, but he was a baddie. We can both appreciate, like when you watch anime, and the Oppai just hit different, right? If you Oppai, for the men of culture out there, the Oppai, right? When they hit different, right? Like, and we can, as men and women of culture, both me and my girlfriend can appreciate that, right? We can both appreciate that when we're looking at a baddie, bad respects bad, right? Bad respects bad. So when if we're looking at a bad, we're gonna say so, right? Right? Okay, so. Alright, let's go. Now. The thing about it is, Dark Lords destroyed the game, but they are limited to the point where they can barely be played right now. So in terms of current value, if we're looking at history, easy S tier. If we're looking at current value, I would say B to A, right? But do the previous accomplishments carry the box high enough to still be S? And then factor in the fact that we haven't even considered White Stone of Ancients, which is also in the box, right? Right? Even when it's a guy, of course, Goofy. When it's a guy, you have look. If it's bad, it's bad, and you gotta get in there. Right? Dark Lords are doing well. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, sweetie. That's my girl. You see, she agrees with me, right? I still clap people with Dark Lords to this day. Alright, fair enough. They broke the game even after being nerfed years later. It was crazy. True, actually, they were nerfed and then FAs came out and they made them nerf all the skills. Bro, I loved level augmentation. I liked the level change skills. Dark Lords got those nerfed. Dark Lords was good enough even after they had been nerfed to get those skills nerfed. Bruh, nah, S. I don't know why I'm talking so much. Easy S. Easy. Probably the best one we've looked at so far. Better than Servants of Kings. Servants of Kings you can still get value out of. Visions of Ice you can still get value out of. I'm gonna put it in mid S. Easy S. Yeah. That is fair. That is fair because when you consider the current meta, because here's the thing, current meta, they can still see play. They have some great accomplishments in their back pocket. And then consider that you have Stone, which is still one of the main cards in Blue Eyes White Dragon right now, right? Blue Eyes is still using this, Blue Eyes is still using this. Hero of the Shining never really did anything. Why is it that the cover cards never do anything? Hero of the Shining never did anything. Was there anything else in here? I don't know if Lightsworn... Yo, Seluxus, do Lightsworns use this? Ryoku Lightsworn Hunter. Have you ever used this before? I don't think I've ever seen you use it. Damn, nah. This box is kind of... Oh, and they have Rebirth of Parshnath? Nah. Look. When a spell trap or monster effect is activated, so it's an Omni Negate, reveal one counter trap in your hand so you can reveal another copy of Rebirth, discard one card, pay 1,000 life points so it's also triggering your skills, negate the activation of that card, then shuffle it back into the deck. Not even destroy it, so your opponent just doesn't get to use it. Then you can special summon a Parshnath monster from your deck or extra deck, so you can get a Synchro Parshnath monster on the field. That's actually a very good negate trap. It's a very good free to play. Ah, Gwen Fafa! No. S. High S. Oh, hot, oh, ah, e, hot, ooh, no. You thought I wouldn't find out? Did you think that you thought you could clout like I wouldn't find out that Gwen Fafa was in this box? Nah. Easy. Best box in the game. The OG Noble Knight support is in here. I didn't even know. I didn't note it. No one ever uses Lady of the Lake, but she's here. Broski. Bromatos, what is this? What is this, bro? Nah. Say it ain't so. Tell a lie. Brothers and sisters, nah, easily the best box we've looked at so far. Easily. It contains two, because people argue that Noble Knights was tier 0 at a point. I never really agreed. I thought tier 1. But hey, two decks that you could argue were tier 0 at different points in time, both got support in this mini box, and you want to tell me it's not the best one we've looked at? I'ma slap you. Right? That is nah. S. Easy S. And it has oh my, Blue Eyes was also tier 1. It has one of the core cards in the box. Remember the Blue Eyes Dark Lord meta where they were both competing for tier 1? So 3 tier 1 decks in one mini box got support. Nah, fight me. Yes, I did, Nick. Resonance of Contract is that high because it has Boojins in it. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. Oh, yo, Blaster Ricky, how you doing, friend? It's good to see you. Important question, since you have done animations, main box, mini box, which one of the characters? When is the one on character OSTs coming out? Oh, I haven't actually considered doing an OST tier list. That might be fun. We might give that a shot at some point. We'll see. Well, it would be harder to compile, but it could be fun. Thank you for the suggestion, Blaster Ricky. I appreciate you. Okay, so. I breathe. Yes, I need to calm down. I'm sorry. That was, yeah, nah. That easy S. Fight me, I will fight you. Duel me, I will beat you with Buster Blader just to prove my point. Okay. I had a little bit of an episode. It's okay. S tier box. We're moving on. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. Guardians of Rock. Next box. Let's go. Right? Oh, Karim is here? Yo, Karim, what's good? It's good to see you, friend. Welcome. Whew. Okay, so up next, oh boy, it's another S tier box. I can smell it on the tip of my nose. Okay, so we have Guardians of Rock, right? Guardians of Rock. Now let me tell you something. Let me talk to you about Guardians of Rock. Guardians of Rock is the one of, if not the best free-to-play box in the game, right? So for that already, points. It's in the half-price gem sale, points, right? It has the core cards of the Magnet deck, one of the best in the meta that we were just in. I'm pretty sure it was just recently like tier 3 or something like that, so still relevant to this day. It has most of the Triumph support except for Sphinx, right? So you get two almost complete decks out of this box. Plus you get Guardian Yatos, which is great for auto dueling because it's a free special summon of 2,500 as long as nothing's in the graveyard, which if you're doing good, probably nothing is, right? So you've got both. So you've got those three things. Then you get 5 Timaeus, which is great for Dark Magicians. People still use it to this day, right? You get that as well. And then on top of all of it, to put the cherry on top, you get yourself Magician Navigation. Now, I know it's being reprinted in the structure deck, but that doesn't really matter because we just got that. We just got that. This was part with, I think Dark Magician was tier 1 at a point, so it has some tier 1 support. It supports 3 different decks. This is an S tier box, easily. I didn't even need to explain myself. You guys all agree that it's S tier, right? Yeah, mini boxes aren't that great, Nick. I agree. But yeah, I think this is back-to-back S's. I think. Yeah, you guys agree. S, high S. Oh wait, and Block Dragon is in here, bro. Block Dragon is in here. Nah, easy S, easy high S, easy high S. Probably the second best mini box in the game. Because when it comes to Servants of Kings and Visions of Ice, you can get good staples. You get Chalice here, you get TTH here. But when it comes to these 2 boxes, when it comes to this one, when it comes to Lords of Shining and Guardians of Rock, you get actual decks out of them, right? So they take priority just off of that. Off of that, they take priority, right? That's an easy choice. That's an easy choice, right? But yeah, once a structure deck comes out, I'm building Lightsworn Dark Magician. You're building Lightsworn everything. You're a mad scientist at this point. Navigation has a graveyard effect, and Quintet Magician would be so easy to summon. True say. Fair enough, right? So this is an easy S. We don't need to talk about that anymore. Okay, up next is Curse of Dread. The only thing I already know, the only relevant thing in this is Plague Spreader Zombie saw some play, but primarily the Vendred cards. Oh, and Mud Dragon of the Swamp actually saw some Crystron Water Eggs he's play. Okay, so we've actually got a couple of decent things in here. Are there any interesting normal or super rare cards? I don't think so. Not normal or rare cards. I don't think so. But you got a full archetype in the form of Vendreds, plus Plague Spreader Zombie, plus Mud Dragon of the Swamp. That feels like a B or an A. And it's still in the half price gem sale. Feels like a B or an A. A, B, B. Okay. C, damn, cutie. Harsh. Okay. So far, the average of everyone's reports is B. Everyone's saying B because Vendreds, while being a complete deck, haven't done a lot. From my knowledge anyway, they're not doing crazy. They can do if they're piloted by someone really good. But like, I played Vendreds. I'm not a massive fan of their playstyle. I don't really love them. I think B. No, Reggie's, it is in the half price gem sale. It is. As of the last half price gem sale, they extended it so it now covers the 21st section, right? So you can get cards in Cybernetic Rebellion and Curse of Dread in the half price gem sale. That's where it currently stops. Hopefully in the next half price gem sale, they extend it even further to get more stuff. But this is actually where the half price gem sale stops now. They extended it. Okay, B. I like B. Yo, Heraldry, I'm chilling. It's good to see you, friend. Welcome. I'm okay with B. It's a solid. You get a solid deck out of it. Better than Vampires. Is it better than Blades? I think better than Blades of Spirits as well. High B. Highest of B, in my opinion. Right? Last time we played Vendors, at one point we were playing Boojins. Exactly. We ended up playing Boojins again. Right? So let's keep on moving. Let's keep on going. Oh, we've made it to Spirits of the Beast. Okay, I'm here for this. Absolutely. In this box, you've got some pretty interesting stuff. You've got rich. Oh, this is gonna have to be an S tier again, isn't it? We went SSB, and I think we're gonna have to go S again because look at this. You get 2 full free-to-play friendly well, Ritual Beasts aren't competitive right now. They had a recent somewhat meta resurgence, but they never really completely go away. If you're good at Ritual Beasts, like someone like Sean playing Ritual Beasts, you go dummy in the paint, right? Easy. It's a solid deck. Not to mention you get Yosenjus out of this. Now you don't get Kama 1, but you get basically all of the Yosenju cards. Not to mention Magnetic Field for the Magnet boys that we just talked about. Not to mention what else? Crystron Impact, solid support. It had to be nerfed, so you know it's solid. And Super Team Buddy, easy S. This is an easy S. Two full decks with some meta relevance, plus Super Team Buddy, plus Crystron Impact, plus some support for magnets, some great magnet support. Nah, easy S. This is a great box to go into. Easy S. Easy high S. easy high S, a great free-to-play box to go into. I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Middle of S tier, right where it belongs. Right where it belongs alongside its brethren. We've got a lot of S tier boxes. I'm surprised that S tier is actually the tier that has the most stuff in it. Now, you want that to be the case. You don't want all of this to be here. You don't want this to be so bottom. The bottom has to be so full. But I'm glad we've got some boxes that we can all agree are pretty damn good, you know? Today you took COVID-19 test, okay. You had nothing until now, the body just feels a little tired. Oh no. Skip the last day of school, you're quite fine. Okay, good, I'm glad you're okay. Keep an eye on it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Quarantine, all that kind of stuff. But just take care of yourself, homie. Much appreciation, right? Much appreciation. Okay, up next, ooh. So, see, I don't know much about Soul of Resurrection other than the fact that it is a Raigeki Break box. Raigeki Break, one, just has amazing art, but also is an amazing card. It destroys monsters, it destroys back row. It competes with Karmaka in that. This is a Shiranui box? Bro, okay. I think, no, we can't put this in S tier 2, can we? No, we can't have 4 S tiers in a row. We can't do that. We had SS, B, SS. Nah, that's not how the alphabet is supposed to work. We can't do this. We can't do that. This box has Raigeki Break. It has Dragon Necro, which actually saw some play. I've played this card before. Oh, my glasses. I've played this card before. Then you have Shiranui, which till today is still a pest. You have Red Resonator, some Resonator support in here. Dragon's Mirror, bro, this box goes dummy. This box goes dummy, bro. Shiranui is still a problem. We had like a year of... Do you remember Shiranui Grass? Do you remember Grass Shiranui? Oh my, see, here's the thing. Shiranui for an entire year was this game. Shiranui was this game for an entire year, right? Was tier 0 like, bro, oh, this has to be S. This has to be S, bro. This has to, we can't put this lower than S is the thing. We can't put Shiranui lower than S, because it's like none of the normal stuff or the rare stuff is really all that important. But it doesn't need to be, because it's in the same box as Shiranui, Raigeki Break, and Dragon Necro, as well as Dragon's Mirror and some Resonator support. This is a great box. This is a great box. If you went into this mini box, you had a great deck that you could use for a long period of time. Ronnie D, have a great day at work. Thank you for coming through, my friend. Thank you very much. Right? It helps Gaia. It's just, oh my days. Look at all the limits. Look at all the limits. I think this is a box that has the most. This has 4 limits in one box. 1, 2. I can't count. That's 5. That's a 5, not 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 limits in one box. We haven't seen that yet. They wouldn't do that if it wasn't necessary. If it wasn't good. This has to. Oh, it has to be S tier. It has to be S tier, right? It had. No. Like looking at how many S tiers in a row that we've had. The mini boxes aren't half bad when you think about it. Like I know a lot of these are the older ones, but then we've seen like 4 in a row. SS, BSS. Like they had a streak of a couple months where the mini boxes were just fire, where they were just fire for whatever reason, right? And up next is Masters of Shadow, which I feel like is going to be A, just thinking about what's in there. So again, because S and A is a good place for things to be, right? Okay, so Masters of Shadow, what say you? What say you, good sir? Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in. Just to confirm it has potential for link format. Fair enough. No, bro, put this box in F. This box gave the game the worst. Yeah. But it's not about how badly it affected the game. If it affected the game that badly, it means that if you got the box, you were having a good time. You feel me? Right? Okay, so let's see. So for Melodious, easy A because it has Shuberta, right? Melodious was recently, I think, in the range between tier 1, 2, and 3. Like just it's been meta relevant for a while. It's currently falling off, but let's not give props where props are due. Shuberta is one of the cards that gives Melodious one of its most important options, which is a graveyard banish potential. So that's great. I know that ninjas were good at a point in time, but I think when Hanzo came out, ninjas had already stopped being good, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Gearfried is still used in Red Eyes. This version of Gearfried is actually pretty good. This version of Gearfried is actually pretty damn good, right? More ninja support. Oh, Soprano is in here. First Movement is in here. Combo 1 is in here, bro. The one thing that this box has against it, though, is that unlike the box that has Kama 1's brothers, that box gives you 2 complete decks, whereas this box only gives you support for existing decks. Yes, before this was the Melodious box where it had all their support, but that support wasn't good enough for them to be a deck. They had to get Score and they had to get Bloom Diva in a main box for them to be like that deck. You feel me, right? So on its own, it's part of a bigger equation. It's part of a much bigger whole, but I think this is an A tier box, not an S tier. I feel like it's not fair to put this on the same tier as the S tiers because they give you either full decks or amazing staple support, whereas this just gives you support for good decks, right? You feel me? You get what I mean? I feel like A. I feel like A tier. I feel like A tier for what they do. You get what I mean? So I feel like, okay, yeah, thank you. So A, I feel like A makes sense. You know? But still, A, and that's not bad. That's not to say that it's bad. Being A tier is solid. That's a high A. That's a high A in my opinion, right? A tier is solid. A tier is a good place to be, right? Because, and not to mention, it also gives Old Entity Hastor, which isn't like a meta card, but it's fun. I like Hastor. The yoink potential with Hastor, very, very fun. Right? You've got some Red Eye support, which is actually very good, Ninja support, and Melodious support, and it's very, very important Melodious support, and important Yosenju support as well. So because of all of the support for good decks that it brings in, I feel like high A is fair. Yeah, no, I just wanted to joke about the horrible year. Fairs, Blaster, fairs. Okay, on to the next box. Right? What's next? Fortress of Gears. Let's see. What say you, good sir? Now, already we're getting to the good, like the point in time where the mini boxes are actually kind of hitting, right? Because this mini box was also really good. Ballista Squad, a great card in Shiranui, and various other decks that want to tribute their monsters. I'm thinking Heretics, I'm thinking Rikas. So just a good staple card, a solid staple card, right? Oh my god, this is the Aromage box. L's for our fallen soldiers. This box is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal box. This card, Machina Fortress, was used in Desperado. It's a great card on its own, free special summons. Now, this card is actually insane. Look. Discard a machine type monster whose level equal 8 or more. So you can discard this card and another card to summon this card from the graveyard, or just discard a Desperado to summon this card from your hand and then search your deck based on Desperado's effect. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. So if your opponent destroys this monster, you destroy one of their cards, so you go in hand neutral basically. Before resolving an opponent's monster effect that targets his face-up card, so if your opponent tries to target you, I can look at my opponent's hand and discard one card from their hand. Not random, I choose the card. Most cards that let you discard from your opponent's hand are random. They just say, they don't even let you see the hand. So I gain all the information on what my opponent is currently playing, and I get to make them go -1 because they targeted me, right? Just for targeting me, right? This is a good card. This is an amazing card. It was great in Desperado. It was a great card. Not to mention you have Vision Hero Ferris, which is what this card alongside Increase kind of started the whole Vision Hero wave of the hero support, or at least they very heavily accentuated it because like it's just some great cards. Then Ballista Squad right next to it. Then you add in Hot Red. Oh my, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane is in here, right? Another card that was great for Resonators when they were in the meta as well, right? A great card for Resonators. Super Soldier Soul, which was never really that good. Envoy of Chaos. The Blackluster support was okay. It's I, right? It does what it needs to do and it does it fine, right? Oh my, and then Humid Winds, bro, Aromages. From this box, you get a great free-to-play deck. Now, I hate Aromages. I hate playing against them. They make my years of my life have been stolen by that deck, but I cannot deny that it's a solid deck, and this box gives you a solid deck and solid support for other things. Oh, S for free to play. I'm feeling like it's S for free to play players, right? I feel like for free to play players, I'm thinking S. I'm thinking S because I'm thinking A because it has Machina Fortress and the hero support and Ballista Squad. So for that alone, I would say this is A tier, right? Because it's got some great stuff. Wall of Thorns is pretty good if you're playing a plant deck as well. And then you add in the fact that it basically gives you a complete deck just like those other boxes in S tier do. I feel like I'd be hard pressed to argue again. But okay, no, but it gives you a free deck. But is that deck good? Because with the other decks because for instance, when it comes to the other boxes that we've put in S tier, right? This gave you Dark Lords, Blue Eyes, and Dark Lords, Blue Eyes, and something else. I don't remember. Guardians of Rock gave you Magnets and Triamids, both very good. Yosenjus and Ritual Beasts over here. Shiranui up here. I don't think Aromages is good, but I don't think they ever reached that level of power. I don't think that they were A. This is an A tier box. This is an A tier box. I don't think that Aromages reached a level of power to warrant them getting a box into S tier. I feel like that's A. I feel like that's A. You get a full deck. You get a full deck as well as some great support for other decks. Because bear in mind, Machina Fortress is a great card, but you can't make a deck off of just Machina Fortress. You have to go into other boxes to make that deck. This will just be an excellent addition to that deck, like a staple card, right? Ballista Squad, it's a staple card. Same with Ferris and the others. That they are support for other decks, right? So I feel like A is a good spot. I feel like A is a good spot for this box. Is my feeling, right? I feel like A. I feel like A is fair, right? Okay, and I feel like a lot of you guys are agreeing with me. I feel like a lot of you guys agree, so A is fair. All right, so we keep it moving then. Now, Flames of the Heart. If Engage comes to the game, I'm either leaving or becoming a whale. All right, so Flames of the Heart. Now, Flames of the Heart. Oh, box name. The name of that box was Fortress of Gears. Fortress of Gears. Now moving on to Flames of the Heart, the Goki box. Now, it's not relevant right now. It's not relevant anymore, but Gokis hit different for a solid span of time. Gokis were hidden, they were good for a solid stretch, you guys. A solid stretch. They were just a good control deck, but they were very heavily facilitated by back row. They made very good use of Ballista Squad to proc their effects. This also gives us Mayakashi. Neither of which are really good or crazy right now, but they were interesting. This feels like a B tier box to me, right? You get the full Mayakashi deck, you get the full Goki deck, so you're getting 2 decks out of 1 mini box. This feels like a B to me. This feels like a B to me in my opinion, because I don't feel like Mayakashi was ever that crazy. Gokis were good for control, but they were very heavily carried by back row. So let me tell you what that means. The back row that you needed to carry Gokis was not in this box with Gokis. So to make this box work, you had to go to another box, which takes away points from this box. So this feels like a B or C. This feels like a B. I see a C, I see a B, I see a B. Damn, we're going back and forth. C, B, B, C. B, C. It's actually tied. B, C, 100 B. Okay, so we have 1 more point for B than we have for C. I feel like B. I feel like, and we're tied again. Okay, no, but Mike is saying A. So even though B has more, even though we're tied between B and C, because Mike is saying A, I'm willing to put that at B as just the average of everything that's been said so far, right? I feel like that A carries it up to a solid B. Right? I feel like that A endorsement for Mike, because I like, it was top 8 in yesterday's Meta Weekly, but see, here's the thing. Making one top 8, that could just mean one very good pilot decided to use that deck, had some very good matchups. It has to be consistent over multiple tournaments for me to be like, oh yeah, that hit's kind of different. But the fact that you can even do that with the deck means that, yeah, there's something there. So I say B. I say B, right? I say B. Mayakashis don't really do anything crazy in my opinion, so I'ma say B. I went into this box C. Goki was a decent deck for a while. Shiranui support was decent. Damn, now we're seeing some D's. Hold on, stop. Can we put low B for the middle? Jesus Christ. Okay, we're seeing B's and D's. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I won't tell a lie. It's tough. I won't tell a lie. Because I don't really like Mayakashis, but I like that if you go into this box, you get a complete deck. You get a complete deck in the form of Mayakashi. You get a solid deck in the form of Goki. You just have to get other traps to support it. I feel like, looking at the cards that are in C tier and D tier, nah, this has to be B. This has to be B. Because I would not say that this is on the same tier of Power of Bravery. It's not in the same tier as, because remember, before you throw your stones, brothers and sisters, remember the other cards that are in D tier, the other boxes in D tier, right? Are you really going to tell me that this box is as bad as this, right? You're really going to tell me that this box that we're looking at is as bad as this, right? That only has Warm Worm, no deck. You don't get a complete deck out of this. You don't get any staples. You just get Warm Worm. It's not D tier. That's not fair, right? And as for C tier, what is in C tier? Land of the Titans. Land of the Titans is in C tier. Here you get yourself, you know, some nice stuff in the form of Obedient Schooled. You know, you get yourself Needlebug Nest, which is a good staple card. But again, no complete deck. You're not doing anything crazy with that, so it has to be a tier above that. Come on now, let's be reasonable. I feel like B tier is fine. I feel like B tier is fine for this. I don't mind putting this in B tier in the slightest, right? Let's put you in B tier, where you belong, next to your Nakama, right? Let's put that in B tier, I think, right? Let B. Where is your compassion? Where is your compassion, brothers and sisters, right? Where's your compassion? Oh, PP Gaming have a great day. You have a very hard military physical test on Sunday, so wish me, hey, good luck, homie. Much, yo, you're doing more than me. I respect it. Good luck, good luck, good luck. God go with you, friend. Everyone throw stones. Only get one copy of the tune in your synchro base deck. I don't know. Those boxes didn't have half-price gems, but still, at least you get a complete deck. I feel like for the fact that you get a complete deck out of it, right? Two complete decks almost. Let's give it low B. I feel like low B is a fair place to put you, right? Oh, we've made quite some movement. Chronicle of Glory is up next. Chronicle of Glory is up next. Now the thing about Chronicle of Glory is, oh, hold the phone. This has to be at least A tier. You get Coral Dragon. You get Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. Two great cards that are still seeing play to this day. Two great cards. Then you get Megalith. Megaliths are a phenomenal ritual deck. Maybe I'm only saying that because I've seen Sean play them, but you get a full-on box that lets you do, so you get two good staple synchro cards, and you get a complete deck in the form of Megaliths. Now, Mathmex, they don't really do anything, right? They're fun to play around with, but they don't actually do anything. You get some Dragunity support. I don't know if anyone actually played with it. What else is in here? Do you get anything else? Huh. Okay, I think that's mostly it. Hyper Synchron is cool, but I don't think anyone actually used it for anything too crazy. So you just get a solid deck, two staple synchro monsters. That feels like an A or B. People play Megalith. People play Megalith. Like Sean, if you watch Sean play Megalith, he goes dummy. He goes dummy with it, right? He goes absolutely dummy with it, right? If you can play it, you are going to hit a lot of people very hard. Exactly. I feel like, yeah, A or B. Guy is supporting the mini box. I wouldn't mind that in the slightest. It's C or B. Nah, I don't agree with C or B. I can't agree with C or B. Not after I've seen Sean clap with Megalith. I can't agree to C or B, right? Bearing in mind, Coral Dragon is a great generic card. Stardust isn't as generic. It's harder to make it, but if you can make it, it is a great card. So off of having staples alone, that puts it at B. Then you add the fact that it has a full deck inside the box as well. A good deck inside the box if you're playing it well, right? It has to be high B or A. It has to be high B or A, in my opinion. It has to be high B or A. Because again, comparing it to the things below it, Megalith, in my opinion, is better than Mayakashi. It's a better ritual deck than Vendread's, in my opinion, and the Vendread box gave you the Vendread archetype, and it gave you one somewhat generic tuner in the form of Play Spreader Zombie, right? That's all that box gave you, and it's at the top of B tier. This box gives you two strong synchro monsters, along with a fully competent deck in the form of Megalith. Not to mention, if you want a less competent deck, you also have Mathmex in here, right? This is... Nah. This has to be low A or top of B. This is either low A or top of B, right? Low A or top of B, right? Low A or top of B, in my opinion. Yo, Vix, what's good, homie? Good to see you. A tier. You're screaming. You love to see it. The better boxes have powerful decks. B is good. Necroz's best ritual deck. You are a liar and a thief. A should be fine considering what's in other tiers. Not gonna lie, that Stardust Synchro ain't it. Fair enough. I feel like because I've seen this used in TGs, I like it. I really like it because I've seen TGs use it well, right? Chronicle is trash, Melodious is trash, bro. What are you talking about? Nah, I don't think Melodious is trash. I think if you're in the hands of a competent Melodious player, go watch Sean Matry play Melodious. And you cannot tell me Melodious are trash when you see him play. If you've seen him play with them, you know what I'm talking about. He streams on Twitch. Check out Sean Matry on Twitch. He also has a YouTube channel. He is great with them, right? He's great with them. You think... Okay, hold on. You think Resonance of Contrast should be lower? Which one is Resonance of Contrast? Which one is Resonance of Contrast? Where's that? Where's Resonance of Contrast? What's this? What was in here? What's why did we put... Oh no, this Resonance of Contrast has the Boojins. Yeah, that's staying where it is. That was a decision purely based on bias. That was pure bias, right? Now, anyone that says Melodious is trash hasn't gone... Honestly, Miniad, you in the Discord, I want to duel? Miniad? Where? Oh, no one plays Chronicle in TG? Don't they? I could have sworn I've seen people use it. Am I thinking of the wrong card? I could have sworn. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everyone knows that it's a B? I'm gonna make an executive decision. Because I see good arguments on both sides. I see solid arguments on both sides, right? I don't think that it's as good of a box as Fortress of Gears, so it can't be above Fortress of Gears. Fur hires were tier 0, and that's why this is here, so it's not as good as that. Okay, high B. It's at the top of B. I'll put it, I think top of B is fair, because the Stardust Chronicle isn't as good as I think I was giving it credit for, but you do still have Coral Dragon, which is an amazing synchro monster, and then you have Melodious, which is a solid ritual deck, and some other just random support tossed in there. So I feel like it can't be lower than what we just looked at. It can't be lower than hold on. Because Gokis have outperformed Melodious in the past. They have. But Gokis require multiple boxes to be gone into, whereas Melodious only require the one box to work. Because Gokis need the traps. Right? I'm actually kind of torn. I'm very torn. This is probably one of the most divisive ones that we've looked at. Because in my mind, this has just always been a very strong box. But hearing some of you guys' arguments, I can see why you might think it's a B tier. So fair enough. B. I'll put it in B. Right? If we're talking history, it's been just as good, if not better than Tyrant. Really? Has it been? Because again, bearing in mind, I'm not a Duel Links scholar. I'm not one of the channels that keeps a firm like a historian channel where I know all the meta impact and everything's had because I played on and off. I've never seen Melodious have a meta impact before. I don't know that they've been tiered or anything like that. I just know that when I see Sean play the deck, it is terrifying. That's all I really know. Top of B. Right? Primarily because Melodious, I agree, are very strong, but the only other thing in that box is Coral Dragon. And that's not enough. That's not enough to carry it to the higher heights of the echelon of A tier. You feel me? Right? So we'll put that at the top of B. Yo, Orion, what's good? Welcome, friend. Welcome. Vendors are better. That's definitely not me being yeah. Stardust can revive. I don't know. I feel like B. I feel like B is okay. Because we've put Tyrant above Melodious. Above Melodious. I feel like that's fair. I wasn't expecting this to be the most hotly debated box, but it is, and I can see the arguments on both sides. So fair enough, right? Up next is Arena of Sanctuary. Now this is the Karma Cut box. Wherever the Raigeki Break box is, this has to at least be looking somewhat in that direction, and that's an S tier. Now, Karakuri support. The Karakuri support. So, this has Trishula. This has Valkyries, which never did anything crazy, but it is a fun deck. And then it has Karakuris in here. It has Karma Cut, and Triamid Sphinx, so there's that Triamid support you want to see. I feel like this mini box gave Karakuris that extra breath of life it needed to become relevant in the meta again after they had kind of fallen out. And Karma Cut is Karma Cut. Karma Cut is Karma Cut. You can't tell me that that's a lie. You know that much is true. Karma Cut is Karma Cut, and it reprinted some of the Tyrant cards. So if you don't want to, you probably still will want to go into that other box. But it's nice that you get some of them with here as well. This because of Karma Cut, this feels like at least a B. This feels like at least a B. Nobody uses Megalith nowadays. It's B. Fair enough. Can you name the YouTube channel of the guy who plays Megalith? You wanted to see them in action. Anime-ish. That's Sean Matry. They primarily stream on Twitch. So go check out the Twitch channel, friend. But yeah. So Karma Cut is the main selling point. Is the main selling point of this box. Karma Cut is the main selling point of this box. We got to keep it a buck, right? Now, it's got the Triumph support, which you love to see. It's got the Valkyries, which is a full. So again, you get a full deck if you go into this box a couple of times. If you go into just this box, you get Valkyries. Now, Valkyries never had any meta potential. I think Valkyries on their own would put this box at maybe like C-ish, B-ish, right? Then you add in the fact that it brought in that Karakuri support that brought them back into the meta in the form of this dude. I never played Karakuris. I never knew what he did, but I saw people playing him. Triumph's also got Sphinx, which is a core card for them as well, and then Karma Cut. Karma Cut, I remember in the Noble Knight meta, Karma Cut's usage varies depending on the meta. Blue Eyes make great use of it. It was used a lot in the Noble Knight meta, but in the current meta, it's not seeing all that much use. But then Melodious came around. People started using Karma Cut to counter Melodious, so it sees use in and out, actually. It's here and there, right? It's here and there. Is Trishula good for any deck? It's not great, but Trishula can, because of how generic it is, you can put this anywhere. All it requires is 3 monsters with different names. So basically any deck can make it if you find yourself in the place where you want to, right? So Trishula and Karma Cut hard carry the box. I agree with that. Brother, with all due respect, actually scratch that. Bujins is bad. Fight me. Get out! I'm playing with you. Right? This feels tough, right? Because looking at all of the stuff that's in B tier, Valkyries never did any better than Megaliths, they never did any better than Vendrids, they never did any better than Vampires, or anything that's down here, right? Or Mayakashi or anything like that. But Karma Cut saw more play than any of the staples in any of these boxes, right? You would go into this box just for Karma Cut. You would go in just for Karma Cut. It's a Karma Cut box is the thing. It's the face of the box. If we exit the box, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the UR cards in this box aren't even the face of the box. Karma Cut is the face of the box, right? And Karma Cut had more impact than anything in any of these boxes. For how strong of a staple it is, it feels like it needs to be an A tier. In my opinion. Because Karma Cut is forever. Your deck, your favorite deck, the deck that your grandmother bought you for Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Now, whatever deck that is, it's not forever. That deck will die one day. Just like all of us will. But Karma Cut is forever. I don't see a world where they straight up ban Karma Cut. It is a staple card, and it is a good staple card. It banishes things from the game. It counters pendulums. It counters graveyard shenanigans. It counters non-destruction effects. It counters Melodious. It counters your mom. I'm sorry. Nah. A. Easy A. Oh wait, hold on. Kareem, what are you asking for? Karma Big B? I'm saying A. Right? Karakuri was also amazing. Right? But yeah, Minion, even if the box only has 2 good cards, you have to think of how good the card is. The Book of Moon box is ass. It is doo-doo butter. But Book of Moon is probably the best staple card in the game right now. So that's what gives the box value. That one card gives the entire box value. So Karma Cut, likewise, gives this entire box value. Then you add on Trishula, which adds more value to that. Then add on the fact that you get a complete deck in the form of Valkyries. Then add on the Karakuri support, which actually made it meta-relevant again. Like, nah, you can't tell me this isn't an A. And the Triumph Sphinx, nah, you can't tell me this ain't an A. This is an A. Easy. Easy A. Kareem, so I'm so sorry. Kareem, what's the question? So Kareem, I'm so sorry. It's hard to keep up with everything. I'm so sorry. Ask the question again, and I'll respond to it. Apologies. Ask the question one more time. I'm so sorry, Kareem. But yeah, Karma Cut still doesn't count to Thunders though. I mean, no one can do everything. I can't pay your taxes and wash your feet at the same time. That's just not life, right? But yeah. Valkyrie, I know, see, here's the thing, they're not a good deck. Like I said, the Valkyries aren't any better than any of the decks in B or C tier. It's more so the fact that you get a complete deck and you get this awesome stuff over here. So it's the awesome stuff over here that's carrying, not to mention, you get a free deck on the side that's just fun to play around with, right? So yeah. So that's my thought process on it. That's my thought process on it. Okay, so Karim has asked the question again. That's the question. Wait, hold on, Karim. What's the question? I don't see it. I saw your last message said, "Can someone ask with me this question?" He's not responding to me. Five time man. Karim, wait. I don't understand. What's the question? I don't understand. I'm so sorry, friend. Trash, you're not even on. Context matters and format. See, here's the thing. Nick is the facts guy. Nick is the facts guy. Nick is the facts guy. Right? Nick is the facts guy. So let's move on. Right? Can you tell me what I should get? Oh, okay. Okay, so here we've got the question. Thank you. So, can you tell me what I should get with my tickets for my Melodious deck? Should I get 1 Lance and 1 Chalice and 2 MST and 1? Okay, so what I should get with my tickets for my Melodious. So how many tickets do you have? Do you mean the tickets that we're getting in the anniversary? Now, when it comes to Melodious, I say that it really depends. Super Team is a great card in Melodious, right? Super Team is a great card in Melodious. It's an SR card, comes from a mini box, and it synergizes very well with the deck. Now, Lance and MSC are both good generic back removal, and they each has their benefits and disadvantages. Now, once your Bloom Diva is on the field, you want to protect it, and Lance lets you do that. If your opponent tries to Karma Cut, Book of Moon, Chalice, which are the main counters to your monster, you can Lance to avoid that, and your effects aren't negated, right? Now, the counter to that, though, is MST will allow you to destroy your opponent's back row before it's activated, so it's very situational. If you find yourself in a situation where your opponent has back row set or continuous spells and traps, like Gaia, for instance, if you don't have MST, you basically, even though Gaia doesn't really have an out to you unless they Book of Moon you don't have an out to their field spell, right? When it comes to Lance, though, it really depends on the matchups that you're running into. Now, I prefer Lance because I want my monster to stay on the field as long as possible, but most people use MST. So I would say MST over Lance, 1, because, it's MST, it's in the main box, but 2, because Lance might be in the half-price gem sale soon, right? Lance is down here. The half-price gem sale currently goes up to number 21. Lance is in number 22. So either in the next half-price gem sale or the one after that, Lance will be half off. Not to mention, it's in a bundle that you can get for a guarantee. So I would say go for MST instead. So that's my thought process on it. So 3 UR and 2 SR. So in my opinion, I would go 3 MST and 2 super teams. Chalice is more generic, so if you want more stuff to do on your account, Chalice would be better. But also bearing in mind, Super Team is in a mini box with 100 packs and it's not half price, whereas Chalice is in a mini box with 80 packs and it is half price. So go Super Team over Chalice and get Chalice with gems. That's my thought process on it, friend. I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry for missing the question so many times. But yeah. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Up next. Where did we stop? We stopped at, okay, yeah, Arena of Sanctuary. Up next is Voltage of the Metal, the first mini box that contained XZ support. Very nice, very good, very nice, very good. So I'll question when the next half-price gem sale is coming. We don't know for certain, but most people think that it's going to be as part of the anniversary sale, so within the next month, right? Now, this being one of the first XZ's boxes has some good generic support, right? Mini, if you think top 2 literal months of being irrelevant, an extremely flawed format is considered being better than Neglis, sure, I'll give you the... I don't completely understand, but fair, right? All good, Karim, glad I could help, right? So, this box, as a rare card, has Heraldry Patriarch, which you needed to deal with. It was the easiest, freest counter to Harpies that there was in the meta. Not to mention, Gear Gigant X is good in, not magnets, it's good in, what are they called again? Gadgets, right? People use this in gadgets. People use it in gadget pendulums. That was fun. Not great. Leviar was good in decks with rank 3 potential for a period of time, but it's not like top tier-ish. Just an interesting staple. Wind-Up Zen Mains is a solid card still for level 3 decks that can make it. But Diamond Direwolf is still that boy in the saucy card art too, right? He's got that sauce. Black Ship of Corn was made irrelevant somewhat by Malevolent Sin. It kind of took its place, so it's not that good. And Heraldix never really did anything. So what we're looking at are basically three pretty strong. So we've got, and the Wind-Up Arsenal Zenmayo is starting to see some. I saw people use it in Cyber Dragons and a couple of other places, right? So we've got Heraldry Patriarch, we've got Wind-Up Zen Manies, we've got Gear Gigant X, kind of, we've got Diamond Direwolf, Leviar. We've just got some generic, decent XYZ monsters that are still seeing some play, right? But yeah, I think this feels like, Nick, I agree, this feels like a B tier, because it's got some solid enough staples that are still relevant, right? The staples in this box are still seeing play. I love Diamond Direwolf in my Boojins. Heraldry Patriarch was needed in the previous meta. Wind-Up Zen Mania is a solid card. This is an okay box. This is an okay box with all of the generic things that you can just grab out of it. But it's kind of incoherent is the thing. Part of me wants to put this low B, high C, because like thinking about it, in terms of like meta decks, Heraldry was a good side deck card, and Diamond Direwolf saw play in meta decks. Gadget Pendulums were never meta, so Gear Gigant X shouldn't really be in the conversation, right? Leviar was used in some decent decks. I know Magnets used it at a point. I know Triamids used it at a point. I don't know. This thinking about the impact that it had, I think this is a C tier. Because Diamond Direwolf is great, but not everyone uses it. And bearing in mind, Diamond Direwolf is a pure -2 because you use 2 monsters to make it. Then there's Diamond Direwolf itself. You target Diamond Direwolf to destroy it, so you lose those resources. Your opponent goes -1, so you've gone -3. Your opponent's gone -1. That's a -2 in card advantage, right? It's a pure -2, so it's a big investment. You can only really use it if you're using a deck. It's kind of like a last resort kind of card, right? Just a free pop. Or if you're using a deck where you don't care about your board presence that much when it comes to like magnets or Boojin sometimes when you want to Boojin Incarnate. But it's not that widespread. Yeah. Thinking about it actually, I feel like that's a C. It's good for Mechlord, but Mechlords aren't good is the thing. Mechlords aren't good, that is the thing. You did use Zenmayo to bait me yesterday, Blue Star. That is correct. Direwolf is good, but I don't know if it's good enough to carry the whole deck the way that something like the whole box, the way that something like Karma Cut could carry. Oh, camera died. Hold on 1 second. One sec. I'm glad we caught that quickly. Thank you very much. Let me change out the battery. I've actually got my wall charger for the thing now, so I should set that up before tomorrow. 1 sec. You know, in this brief period of calm, it's really fun doing these tier lists. Like, these tier list streams are very fun. I want to get back to doing my tier list videos. It's been a while since I did a tier list video, because those were also very enjoyable, right? I also really like doing the tier list videos. I just took a picture by accident. Okay, there we go, right? I also really like doing the tier list videos. But tier list streams are fun because I get to make the tier list with you guys, right? But yeah. Okay, so we're back. Where are my glasses at? Right? Minio actually played the last 2 months? Okay. Oh wait, Mini, you think it's an A? I don't think it's an A. I feel like it's a C. You get two situationally good cards, right? You get Diamond Direwolf, you get number 18. Now, you will put those in your side decks, you will use them, but those are the only real things that you would generically go in here for. There's no cohesive deck that you want to play out of this, right? Zen Manies is good. Zenmanis is good, but only in decks that can make it. I rarely see people actually making it. Like, it's one thing to say something is good in theory because it has a good effect, and another thing to say it actually sees play because people are actually playing decks that can make it. You know what I mean? Heraldic Beast take advantage of -2 because of advanced heraldry art. Fairs. Right? I'm not a massive fan of this box. Right? I like Diamond Dyer. I like heraldry. This was replaced. If we didn't have Malevolent Sin, I would rate this more highly, but it was effectively replaced by Malevolent Sin, right? It's just a better card all around. I'm gonna put that, yeah, I'm gonna leave that at the top of C. Right? It's either low B or high C. And like I don't feel excited when it comes to this box. Like, there's nothing in here that's like, oh, I want to dive right in. And when it comes to the other boxes here in B tier, Chronicle of Glory gives you a good somewhat deck to play with, right? You get Megalith. Here you get Vendrance. Here you get Mayakashi and Goki. Here you get Vampires. With Blades of with Voltage of the Metal, you get Heraldics, which I don't feel like you can put on the same tier as those other decks. And then you get two somewhat generic staple cards that are used very situationally, right? Because this is good against Harpies. You side into this for Harpies, and if Harpies leave the meta, so does this, right? I mean, it's also good against Cyber Dragons, to be fair. It's also good against Cyber Dragons. But what if you're not facing them, is the thing. In a tournament setting, it would be in your side deck, probably. Yeah, no, I don't think I like them. I don't think I like the box enough. I don't think that they're strong enough cards to carry the box. That's my personal opinion. You're free to disagree. Because again, my word isn't law. These are just opinions at the end of the day, you know? It's just what I think. Should I get that Noble Knight, Madrot, and Merlin with my dream ticket that we're gonna get as a free-to-play player or not? Users will be great help. Yo, Animeish, I would say not to go after Noble Knights with your dream tickets. Reason being, if you're a free-to-play player and you're not going into the structure deck, you want 3 copies of the structure deck. You want 3 Merlins. You want 3 Artorigus. Well, you don't need 3 Artoriguses currently. You want at least 2 Artoriguses. You want at least 1 of the rank 4 Artorigus, and you want the Noble Knight trap card. That's just a lot of stuff, and I feel like trying to do all of that with dream tickets is a bit too much. So in my opinion, I don't think it's a good shout, right? But yeah, so that's that. Damn, Nick going in there, right? Okay, so this is the Veil box, right? This is that. This is the Veil Arvada, and Hazy Flame box, right? So what's in here? We've got Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis, which is an actual good rank 5 monster, right? People actually use it a little bit. Battle in Boxers never really hit. They never really did anything, but still a deck. Now, here's the thing. It's got 2 good rank 5s, Trias and Volcasaurus. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to make yourself a rank 5 deck, or a deck like something like Cyber Dragons where you're doing rank 5, this is the only kind of like rank 5 XZ's place to go as of currently, right? Only rank 5 XZ's place as of current. Rekindling, you would think that Rekindling would have done more, but Rekindling never really did anything. I was surprised by that. I thought Rekindling was I thought it was gonna hit, but it never really did, you know? Now, Arvada, bro, Arvata! But now, again, it's just a staple card. It's not like it brings you the whole Fire King deck, but it gives you a solid staple card in the form of Arvada. You love to see it. And then you also get Hazy Flame Basil Trace. Hazy Flames never really did anything crazy, just like Battle in Boxers, but it's a full, you basically get, and I'm pretty sure they reprinted a lot of the Hazy Flame stuff, so you get a free-to-play friendly, fun deck to play around with some solid support for Hazy Flames and Battle in Boxers, and then Battle in Boxer Veil. This card was limited like 2 weeks after it came out. Was it even up to 2 weeks? I don't remember. I just know that it had to be limited so quickly because it's one of the best hand traps in the game. Your opponent swings into you, you eat the damage, then you regain the life points, you trigger your skills. That destiny draw that you wanna use at full life points because you're the worst, you get to use it. You just get that free of charge, right? So you unlike other hand traps, it actually lets your skills trigger while keeping you completely safe. Then it summons itself onto the field in defense position if you want. That it blocks 2 attacks, not just 1. So it's on the level of Kiteroid rather than being on the level of a Karibo, right? It's Kiteroid level, not Karibo level, because it blocks 2 attacks, not just 1. Not to mention, as a level 4 monster, by special summoning itself, by protecting you from damage. Imagine a situation. You get swung into by a 3k beatstick. They hit you with their blue eyes. They have 1 blue eyes on the field. They swing into you. You battle in Boxer Veil. You take 3,000 damage. Heal it back up. You have a level, and then you have a level 4 monster on the field. Your turn. You activate Destiny Draw. You have a level 4 monster on the field. You can XZ summon using it. You can use it as a level 4 XZ's material, right? So it's useful for that as well. It's a phenomenal card. It's a phenomenal card in my opinion. It carries a box. It carries a box. This is an A tier box, right? It carries a box, but the box doesn't need that much carrying because it has Volcasaurus, like I said. It's also got Trias. It's also got it's also got Arvada in here. Then you add that on top of it. This is an A tier box, bro. You're going into this box for Veil. You're going into this box for Veil. Yo, Raccoon, thank you for coming through and being the 69th watcher, friend. I appreciate you, right? But yeah, no, I think that this is an easy. I think this is an easy A. This feels like an easy A, right? Triumphs would seem way better than Megaliths at first, but not what people think. Oh, okay, fairs. So you should do a card trader tier list. At some point, that might be fair. That might be fair. Invoke got Veil banned, as it should have, right? As it should have. This is an easy A tier. Easy A tier mini box. Not as good as the Boojins, mind. I'm again out of pure bias, but an also not as good as that in my opinion. Actually, no, Battle in Boxer Veil over all of those cards in Fortress of Gears, in my opinion. It just goes into more things. It just does more things. Battle in Boxer Veil is just that good. It's just that good. Not to mention the Fire King support and the XZ support, right? It's just a solid. It's either here or here. I want to put it top of A. Honorary top of A if you don't count Resonance of Contrast because I'm biased, right? But yeah. Game glitched out in the absolute best way possible. What happened? What did you get? And oh yeah, true. Melodious is currently keeping Fire Kings out of the meta, but like they still did the damn thing for a period of time, right? I feel like that's fair. Nah, Fuse, I'm not going easy. Fire Kings are just those boys. Arvada is just that boy. In my opinion. Like I thought that this tier list was going to be very bottom heavy, but from what we're seeing, it's actually a lot more top heavy than one would initially expect. And it's not just me. What, you figured out a glitch? Wait, what happened? If Boojin gets a structure deck, where does Resonance of Contrast go? F. We don't have an F tier, but we'll make one. Right? Okay, so up next is. Oh, okay. Now you guys are gonna think I'm going easy. This is an S tier box. You guys are gonna think I'm going easy, but this is an S tier box. We've had so many good minis in a row. That you'll think I'm being biased. This is an S tier box, you guys. This is S tier. This is the box that ushered in the Exes era. It gave us Malevolent Sin. It gave us Abyss Dweller. It gave us Bouncer. Not many people used Alucard, but hey, it gave us Alucard. And it gave us Roach. Bro, 4 of the best Xyz monsters in the game. Not even just level 4, just the best Xyz monsters in the game. Then, add on the fact that it gave us Hammer Shot. Non-targeted destruction on the field. Awesome, you love to see it. Then, add on the fact that it gave us Gaga Head, which had to get a limit 2 because it was at automat support, and Dodo Dwarf Go 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 Glove. Then, add on the fact that the actual deck that it gave us, Photons. I know Photons aren't complete. I know that they're lacking right now. They need milk. But bear in mind, like they're not bad. They're just not good. The world isn't that black and white, don't you know? It's a little bit of everything. So add that full solid, because Photon's better than a lot of the decks in B and A tier. Nah. S. There's too much value here, bro. There's too much value here for money. I mean, this is a generic trap. It's not crazy, but hey, it's something. There's too much value in this box for me to ignore. There's way too much value in this box for me to ignore, right? What, like, am I crazy? Am I insane? I feel like this isn't biased, right? All of this value is relevant. Gave us tier 0, it helped usher in tier 0 automats. It gave us Photons, and it gave us all those Xyz monsters. If Konami asked you which archetype should we add next to the main box, what would be your suggestion? Boojins. Why even ask the question? Why even ask me? You know what the answer is going to be. Oh, so many stable exes. Easy S tier. To be honest, I was gonna say this could be the best mini. This could be the best mini. I know we put no. Lords of Shining gave us 3 tiers. It helped with like 2 tier 0 decks or something like that. The argument there was crazy. This is because all of these decks over here give you full decks that have huge meta impact. This gives you the best XZ staples in the game and a solid meta deck. A solid, like, easy cog deck. I know it's not doing crazy in tournaments or nothing like that right now, but it's not bad in the slightest. It's a great deck. A great, consistent, coherent deck, and a nice skill goes along with it. So I think it's a top of... I don't know if I can put it over Shiranui even with the staples. The staples are more generic, whereas Shiranui is, you just get the complete package in one mini box. No, I'm gonna put it high S, but I won't put it at the top. I feel like a box that gives you a tier 0 deck is better than a box that gives you good staple cards, right? It's just my thought process, right? That's just how I feel about it. You already know that I made Photon tier 0. You love to see it, right? But yeah, it's got Sin. Honest, it's got the best Exes card in the deck. It's got the best Exes card in the deck, right? It's got the Amazoness Princess Onslaught was S tier before nerf, but we're only doing mini boxes. I'm pretty sure Onslaught came out in a main box. We'll do main boxes on another day, right? Yeah, easy S. See, what I love about this is no one is saying it shouldn't be S. What we're arguing about is where it should be in S tier. Not do you get to be S. It's how good of an S tier do you get to be, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Easy S tier. Let's keep it moving. I like the Kite Tenjo deck from the Arc 5 more than his Zexal deck. I've never actually seen Arc 5, so I don't know much about it, right? I don't know much about it. I'll keep it a buck, right? Let's keep it moving. Sign of Harpies. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I first started doing this tier list, my thought process was that, look, mini boxes are bad, they're wrong, Konami needs to do them better. But actually looking at it on a 1-by-1 basis, well, actually, no. We're comparing them against what they did in the game. There's a difference between what they did and what we want them to do. Comparing the boxes against what they did, you're kind of in a vacuum. You're in a space, they're being compared against each other, but they still do some pretty good and interesting stuff. Now, people want more out of mini boxes, but I definitely don't think that mini boxes are bad the way that I would have thought before, right? Okay, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, right? Up next. Oh, hold on. Cypher is sick. Okay, fair. Top. See, we're agreeing. F tier lies in heresy. My favorite dragon is receiving some love. You absolutely love to see it. You absolutely love to see it, right? Can we please skip the heartbeat box? Hey, yo, Sluxus with a yo, thank you for redeeming your membership. I appreciate you. Because I've been so off with content, I wasn't sure how to do channel memberships for this month, so I very much appreciate you for sticking by me, sticking with the fam. You've been a channel member for 3 months in a row, my boy. Thank you so much for that support. Why didn't my notifications are hidden because I didn't want them to block the screen, right? Thank you so much for the support, my G. I appreciate you. I appreciate that so freaking much. So you need to look at my DMs real quick. Like, this is actually one of the best glitches that could ever happen. I don't want to open Discord midstream, but because you've done the damn thing as a channel member, 2 accounts, speed read. See, now I'm bad at speed reading, but I got the gist of it. See, here's the thing, Sluxus, I've seen that glitch before. And it's not real, or rather, how do I put it? It'll let you do stuff with it, but if you try and take it into if you try and build a deck with cards that aren't actually on the account that you're currently on, it won't let you take it in, or even if it does, if you log out and log back in, it'll reset everything and put the accounts where they're supposed to be. So it's not I've had that happen when switching accounts before. I don't think it actually gives you the cards, you know? But still, it's fun. It's a fun glitch regardless. So, let's actually take a look at the deck, at the box, you feel me? Right? The best deck in the game for months, for when did this well, to be fair, when this deck came out, when Harpies came out, it was like tier 3 at best, right? When it came out. But it ascended to be better after that point, right? It ascended to be a lot better. Now, people thought Draco's was going to be crazy. It wasn't. Blade Armor Ninja is used in some warrior decks for OTKs, then Cyber/Harpy Lady. Obvious. It's not even just for Harpies. It's just a great generic level 8 synchro, right? Daigusto Emerald, decent card. All of the Harpy support goes dummy. Now, what I actually want to focus on is FA Hang On Mac, not because of what it is, but because of what it did. FA Dark Lords. FA, if you didn't think this box, if you thought this box wasn't going to be an S tier, you were wrong. Because FA Dark Lords, do you remember that? Do you remember FA Dark Lords? Do you remember what that was? I know it was a long time ago. It was a while ago, but do you remember what that did to you? You remember how you felt when you try and do things and this card would just banish all of your cards for no reason because of level augmentation with Dark Lords? Bro, S, easy S. This helped to make Dark Lords come back in the way that they did. Add in Lightning Vortex, discard one card, which some decks want to do. Blue Eyes. Think, just all those. Hell, Noble Knights can do it. Nuke your opponent's field, destroy everything. Now, that won't counter Melodious, but that's still a board wipe for one card. Well, two cards, because you have to discard a card, but still, you're board wiping your opponent, right? You're board wiping your opponent. So there's that. This box came out in... I clicked the wrong button, damn it. This box came out March 2021. It came out March of this year. So they've had that time in the sun. You feel me? Right? So it contains a deck that has been tier 1 and arguably continues to be tier 1 currently. Now that might be because the meta is currently as weak as it is. I don't think Harpies are busted or anything like that, but we are in a relatively weak meta, right? So it's got that, it's got the FA Hang On Mac, it's got the generic Cyber Slash, it's got the Blade Armor Ninja for warrior deck OTKs like Heroes and all that kind of stuff. This never really did anything, did it? Huh? Yeah, this never really did anything. It's also got the Lightning Vortex in here. Bro. Nah, easy S in my opinion. This is an easy S. Harpies, I know that if you go in now, FA Hang On Mac isn't relevant, but just like with the previous decks, we have to consider what they did and where they've been. And FA Hang On Mac Dark Lords was disgusting. It went in Dark Lords, it went in Blue Eyes. It's one of the things that brought those decks back to meta relevance, right? So it defined the meta in that way, and then it also defined the meta in terms of the Harpy cards. Nah, easy S. And then Lightning Vortex on top of that. Two meta defining, two shots of meta impact. Nah, easy S, I think. Easy high S, I think. I think it's actually probably, it feels like right now it's one of the best mini boxes that we've gotten in the game. It really does. Because the FA Hang On Max plus getting tier 1 Harpies, Photons gives you the best generic stuff. I love the Photon box. In fact, I'm gonna move the Photon box up slightly, right? Top 5 mini boxes in the game, easily top 5. Let's move this over here. I feel like that's a good way of having the order of the top 5 be, right? I feel like that's a solid top 5, right? What's your favorite summoning mechanic? XZ summoning, easily. I love XZ summoning. I'm a big fan of XZs, right? So yeah, I came in the Harpy box with Lightning Vortex and only got Prismatic. Hey, I suppose you love to see it. Wait, you got a Prismatic when you love to see it. I agree that the Photon box is used more in more places because of the staples that it brought, right? It brought much better staples than the Harpy box. But the Harpy box created 2 tier 1 decks, whereas the Photon box hasn't created any tier anything decks, right? It provides staple support to help other boxes get you up to tier 1, but Harpies on their own reach tier 1. So that's why I put this box gave us tier 0. This box gave us tier 1. This box gives us just too much support to ignore. I might move this. I might put this over here. And then this also gave us tier 0. So I feel like anything that gave us something that high in power should be higher up. It's actually, when you get to the higher echelons of S tier, it's actually kind of hard to argue, because there are arguments as to why any of the boxes in S tier should be higher. TTH is everywhere, right? People want it banned. People want it banned. Ritual be like just a lot. There's just a lot of great stuff in the top 3, top 5 area. So it's harder to say, right? The Photon. Oh, Automat tier 0. You're right. Nope. Photon box. But the problem with the Photon box is they helped Automats get to tier 0, but you still had to get the structure deck and you still had to get Sister and Onoma and Utopic from a main box. So the mini box on its own didn't get Photons to tier 0, it just helped in the process. It was the final thing that tipped it over, but you can't just go into the mini box and get tier 0 Photons, whereas you can just go into the Harpy main box and get tier 1 Harpies. You go into the Dark Lord box and get tier 0 Dark Lords. So for that reason, I don't think it's as good. Right? So I don't think it's as good. You know? I see Miniad, I see your argument, but I disagree with it. There's a lot of value in your argument, but I disagree with it. I think it's close because again, those staples are everywhere. It facilitates water XZs, which constantly hop into the meta. But bear in mind, it doesn't do it on its own. You have to go into other boxes to get water XZs to work. Automats, you need other boxes to get it to work. The only deck that works on its own in the Photon box is Photons itself, but then you get all those great generic staples that go into every deck, whereas the other decks that are higher than it, the other boxes that are higher, on their own give you that solid power. So that's why I think it's better. It's very close, I agree. The top 5 it's very close. The only one that's clearly ahead of the rest is the Dark Lord box. Everything else is very close in my opinion, right? But I can see your argument. Before doing this, I probably would have agreed with you. Before doing this, I would have said either the Harpy box or the Photon box was the best in the game, because I've done so many challenges, I've built so many accounts, and without fail, I would say in at least half of the decks that I've built, I have to go into the Photon box to get my extra deck completed, because the staples are just that good. It is the Xyz box. It's the box that defines the Xyz era, in my opinion. It's very hard. I'm actually edging towards Photons being a little bit higher up, but bearing in mind, tier 0 Shiranui plus a bunch of other great generic staples, tier 1 Harpies plus tier 1 Dark Lords and Lightning Vortex and other staples, tier 0 Dark Lords. Like, it's competing with some very good stuff. I think it has to stay further back. I'm sorry. I think that's it. Right? Don't mean to bother you, brother, but could you please check my last deal when you have time? There's something decent there. I'm so sorry, Jojo. I will. I've been so bad on getting through Discord. It's just that there's a lot of messages to get through because I was gone for so long. So I'm going through it bit by bit rather than doing everything all in one sitting. But I'll go through again today, you know? I would agree that the top 2 to 5 are interchangeable. I would agree to that, right? FA Dark Lords made it to arguably tier 0. Right? The Photon box did not lead to anything getting nerfed, other than Head, I suppose, but again, bearing in mind, you need the structure deck and the main box for Head to be good. Whereas the Harpy box on its own, FA Hang On Max, got all of the level augmentation skills nerfed. Like, if we're talking impact on the game, the Photon box hasn't done anything on that level. Every single level augmentation skill got nerfed into non-existence. Those skills have been in the game since like the early days, and they're just gone now, right? Like, that is huge. That is huge. Right? Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's why I say it could. Some people. When it comes to tier 0, I don't think there's no hard and fast, this is tier 0, end of discussion. I think it's a debatable subject, and some people will place arguments. Like why I said arguably, I never thought it was tier 0, but I do remember people saying it was tier 0 at the time that it was out. Right? I strongly remember people making that argument constantly. The FA Dark Lords was tier 0, right? So that's why I say FA Dark Lords was sticking chair was. That might be what I'm thinking about. Fairs, right? So yeah, I'm fine to put this where it is, but see, this is what I mean. The mini boxes are actually kind of fire for us to be debating this heavily, which mini box should be going where, right? It's actually insane. Right? Let's keep it moving. So, now we get into the realm where they start getting a little bit less crazy, a little less dummy in the paint. We have Resonant, what is this called again? King of Vermilion, the King of Vermilion mini box. It has Red Nova Dragon, which you want. See, here's the thing. People are playing Red Nova Dragon, but only because the skill is forcing them to. So it's a cool card. It takes a lot of investment to make. It's okay. No one gives a damn about this. TGs love Wonder Magician, but they could already use it using one of their skills if they wanted to, so you don't need to go into this box, but you probably will if you're a TG player. Now, what else is in here? Resonators were on the tier list. They did a lot of good stuff. Crimson Resonator is an amazing card. Mech Lords never did anything. Doo-doo butter. Cthulhu I thought was interesting. I liked it when we did the ranking of the mini box, but no one has used it for anything. Armory Arms, same thing. Catastor, in my opinion, is insanely good. I don't know why more people don't use it, but it has not seen any usage. I've only ever faced one person who used this card. One, right? Mechlords didn't do squat. Tuning is good. Tuning was very good for Synchrons, the Yusei deck, but the Yusei deck never really did anything that crazy. The Stardust one with the 3,300 attack monster with multiple attacks, you do that, and then I do Sphere Karibo, and you lose, right? Like, it's, Resonator Call, super good for Resonators. So again, you get support. Oh, no. I don't think, I see A tiers. I see you guys seeing A tier. I see you guys saying A tier. Here's where I'm gonna argue with you. Here's what I'm gonna argue with you. I don't think that this box is A tier. This box is B tier at best. This box is B tier at best, and let me show you why. Before you get mad, let me tell you why I think so. I'll show you. Right? Let's go to Duel Links meta. Right? Let's go to Duel Links meta, and let's take a look at a Resonator deck. Resonator. Right? Now, the components that we got in the form of Crimson Resonator, essential for the Resonator deck. Resonator's Call, essential for the Resonator deck. However, if you look at the deck, if you look at how most people play it, well, this Wandering King Wildwind was free. It didn't come from the box. And it is also something that you need for the deck. And then Red Resonator comes from a different mini box that we've already looked at. This box doesn't give you anything complete. It gives you amazing support for one deck. A single deck. And that deck was very, very good, but it was one deck. And it didn't give you the full deck, it just gave you support. You had to go after other support from other places to get it to function in the way you want it to. Because then, scroll down to the extra deck. Red Rising, not from this box. Red Dragon Archfiend, not from this box. Dark End Dragon, not from this box. The only thing from this box is Red Nova Dragon. It's the only thing. The rest of your extra deck had to come from somewhere else, and this is a synchro deck. It's a synchro deck. So this box gives it one of the key components, but it doesn't give you anything else other than the key component for one deck. I don't think this box is that good, you guys. I don't think that this box is that good. I mean, factor in the TG stuff, and that makes it a little bit better, but I think this is a B tier. I think this is a B tier at best. I think this is B tier at best, you guys. Hate this website, can't be, yeah, exactly. The Duel Links meta website is very, very good. Right, this is B tier at best in my opinion. I can't give it higher than that, right? Because the thing about because you say it's better than the Goki box and the Mayakashi box, even though the deck that it supports is better than those decks, those boxes gave you the whole deck. You ain't need to go nowhere else. Whereas with this, you have to go into multiple places. So the box, if we're comparing one deck to the other, of course, Resonators beat Mayakashi, they beat Goki, they beat all those things, but the Vendred box gives you the entire Vendred deck. The Mayakashi box gave you the entire Mayakashi deck and some staples here and there. This box gives you one or two things for the decks that you have to already have from other boxes. If those other boxes weren't in the game, this box would be literally nothing. So looking at it as a box on its own, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good at all. This is B or C in my opinion. Because yet, in terms of the support, it is better than anything it is better for Resonators than anything the Vendreds have. It's better than Mayakashi for anything that Mayakashi has. It's better for all of those things than anything that they have. But if you're going into this box, you're not getting a Resonator deck. You are getting 7 cards. No, yeah, you're getting 6 cards in your 20 card Resonator deck. And that is all. That is all you're getting. Which is why I don't think it's a good box. I don't think it's a good box. You get 3 of this for your deck, you get 3 of this for your deck, you have to go somewhere else to get the rest. Mech Lords are ass, they're doo-doo butter, they didn't do anything. Now, tuning is good, but again, it's the exact same problem. You have to go into the other boxes, you have to go into the structure deck, you have to go into all these other places to get the rest of the cards, and not even everyone isn't even using tuning, because when you use tuning to search out the tuner monsters from your deck, when your boss monster uses its effect, there's less tuners in the deck for the effect to activate, so not everyone even used tuning. Right? Not everyone even used tuning, and then I guess a TG card. 1 card, bearing in mind, for a deck, right? It's not giving you what you need, and I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this one, right? I don't know about this. I don't know about this. You can get Red Resonator with S card ticket. Can you? Dream ticket, yes, but not a standard one. I think low B for this. Mid B at best. Yo, Burn, welcome back, my friend. As a box, yeah, if we're talking about as a deck, Resonators beat everything else that we've talked about here. If we're talking about as a box, it just throws you breadcrumbs and says, put it together yourself, right? Whereas these other boxes, Chronicle of Glory gave you a deck and a staple card in the form of Coral Dragon. Curse of Dread gave you a stable card in the form of Placebetter Zombie and gave you a full deck. This gave you a full deck. This gave you a full deck. I don't remember why we put this in BT, I'll be honest, it's been a while. Whereas this doesn't give you a full deck, it just gives you bits and bobs for a full deck. Like as we go high, wait, where did I put it? Oh no, where did I put it? Where did you go? No, not C tier. No, not there. Right? When you look at all of these other things, this box gives, some of these give you like 3 decks, two or 3. Right? Whereas this is down here not even giving you 1 full deck. Nah, that's low B in my opinion. That's low B in my opinion. I'll put it like here. I'll put it like middle of B, but that's the best I can do. Because it's not doing it, and it doesn't give you, because it doesn't give you anything generically good, bearing in mind with this. The Coral Dragon can be used in any synchro deck. These cards are specifically for their decks, and the decks aren't anywhere to be seen, right? So yeah, as a box, I think it fails. I feel like it fails as a box, but as Duel Links players, I feel like we're conditioned to want stuff like this, right? I don't like it. I think it's B or C. I think it's B or C, but I'm willing to give B. Will I make a point battle room? It depends. I don't think we'll have enough time for a point battle room. I don't think we'll have enough time because it's 7 p.m. now. We started at 4:30, and my family's probably back from their outing at this point, right? Yeah, exactly. We're comparing boxes, not decks. If we were comparing decks, it would easily be like A tier. But as a box, I think it fails as a box personally, right? I feel like it fails as a box. I don't want to put it in C because it's not as bad. I wouldn't say, actually, no, I think I might say it's as bad as, because the thing about Voltage of the Metal is, it doesn't give you a lot, but at least what it gives you is generic, whereas with this, it gives you some great stuff, but for 1 deck each, that only works with that specific deck. It's not generic. If you're not playing that, like, if you're not playing the specific deck that this box is for, you do not touch this box. You do not touch this box. Whereas here, you might want Spark. You might want, with this, you might want Plague Spreader. With like, there's other things at play. There's other things at play with the rest of these, and I feel like King of Vermilion just doesn't have that. It just doesn't have that, right? It helped those decks reach some top tier potential. This is a great card for its deck, and only for its deck, and only if it has the other cards from the deck at your disposal to use alongside it. Let's leave it mid B. We'll leave it mid B. I feel like it's a C. I feel like it's a C, but because there's arguments on both sides, I'll leave it at mid B, right? But yeah, Resonators are expensive. It's very expensive. It's very expensive. On to the next one. Okay, up next is Arts of Atlantis. Arts of Atlantis is next, and you get Chronomalies. Chronomalies are not that good. If they didn't have a skill, they'd be ass. And I know you'll say, oh, well, they have a skill. The box didn't give them the skill. This box did not give them a skill. The character did. We're looking at the box, not the skill, not the character, not the deck. We're looking at the box. This deck is ass. This deck is ass without the skill, right? Right? Like looking at like if you got, imagine IRL, someone was like, oh, I got you all of these cards at 3 copies each and gave this to you in real life. You'd slap them in the nuts. I dropped my phone. Ow. Okay, like it's just not. The only thing in here that I think is generically good is Gorgonic, and it's only good in magnets, and it's only good in triamids, or just level 3 rocks, right? The box gives you the deck that enables the skill, but if the skill didn't exist and we just had this box, imagine we just had this box, how would you feel? Would you be happy? I don't think you would be happy. I wouldn't be happy. I definitely wouldn't be happy if this is what they gave us, if this is what we had, right? It's got Gorgonic. It's got Gorgonic, and that's it. As a box. Because Chronomalies, as fun as Chronomalies are, imagine Chronomalies didn't have the skill. And because Nebradisc, okay, Nebradisc adds the Maui to your hand. Bearing in mind, this box doesn't give you Maui. I know it's Moai. Shut up. It doesn't give you Maui, right? It doesn't give you Maui. It doesn't, this box doesn't give you Maui. Again, we're looking at the box, not at the deck. It gives you Nebradisc, which yes is the core card of the deck, but okay, let's just pretend it gave you Moai. Maui. Now you've made me confuse myself, right? Just imagine it gave you Moai. Imagine it did, but you didn't have the skill. How do you XZ summon? How do you make your level 4? How do you do it? Tell me. You tell me how you make that work. They didn't give you, with this box, they didn't give you anything that you can make work unless they gave you a skill to make it work, right? They have to facilitate this box being useful. On its own, this box is garbage, whereas other boxes that we've looked at stand on their own 2 feet. They don't need a skill to carry them, right? There's nothing here. There is nothing here. And this, while being good, is so specific. It's not generic enough. I liked it it seemed played, but it's not generic enough for me to be like, oh, this elevates the box to the highest of highs, right? Chronomally top, what's it called? But yeah, like I'm saying, it's not about Chronomally as a deck. It's about the box on its own. Forget the skill, forget the event cards. We're looking at the box on its own, and I don't think that it's good enough. The only thing that's carrying the box is Gorgonic. That feels like a C. That feels like a C to me. How do I have that many decks? How much money did you spend? I spent quite a bit of money on my main account. I spent quite a bit because I made content on Chronomalies. I made content on various things, right? Because yeah, this is ass even with the skill. This is good with the skill, right? It's good for its deck, but the deck doesn't do anything with what we get in the box. Junk Puppet didn't do jack. Condolence Puppet was alright. Brain Control didn't do jack. This is a C tier box. 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 Yeah, I agree with you guys. C tier. Easy. Easy C tier box. It's sad to see one of the newer boxes being that low, but like it really is just not good. I kind of want to put it below Land of Titans. Yeah, I want to put it below Land of Titans. It's not as good as Rampage of the Forest. Nah. What was in Land of Titans? What was in Land of Titans? What was in Land of Titans? Hold on. What was in Land of Titans? Land of Titans had, yeah, it only had one. Oh, it had Needlebug Nest, a good generic card. Nah. Cause what's it called? Gorgonic is good, but it's not generic. It has Security Orb. It has Obedience School. Again, not generic, but it's more than this. It's more than this. It's more than this. Nah. Age of Discovery, the first mini box ever. It has cost down. And it has Mishijure, which isn't being used. Leviar was meta back in the day. Right? At least it had meta relevance, whereas this box doesn't have that. I will put it above. I'll put it above this. I'll put it above this, and that's where we'll leave it. Right? Yeah, this box is not good at all. But yeah, that is what it is. That is what it is. No one ever seen none of those cards in real play. What do you mean? Needlebug Nest was used in real play. Needlebug, when Grass's Greener got banned, that's why Needlebug had to be limited to 1, because people started using it instead of Grass's Greener, right? You know, Obedient School was never crazy, but hey, at least you can play it in Melfi's, right? I'll put it in C because I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful. But yeah, C at best. C at best. Let's keep on going. Oh, we've only got 2 left. We've only got too many boxes left. Idea of Armageddon. Idea of Armageddon. Hot take. Very hot take. Very, very hot take. This box is bad. This box is bad. And I know you might be thinking, oh, wait, what? DDs? DDs didn't want Doom King Armageddon. They do use Savant Kepler. They use Orthros. They don't really use Newton. This didn't do anything for Crystal Beast. This didn't do anything for Crystal Beast. The DD structure deck might be what you're thinking about for the good DD stuff. Gatling Ghoul is interesting. Clock Tower is good with the skill. It's good with the skill. If you don't have the skill, this card is garbage. It's actual legitimate garbage. I will give the credit though that the skill was made specifically for the card. I don't want to completely remove it. With Chronomalies, I feel like it was more fair because it wasn't like a single card that the skill was made for. With this, it's like we're introducing Clock Tower Prison and there's a Clock Tower Prison skill. The specific card, they wouldn't have put it, I don't know. I don't like this box. I don't like this box. I don't like this box at all. I don't. I feel like this is B. This feels like a B. D? Okay, oh, D. Okay, so I was thinking this card is bad. No one's using Clock Tower. The skill is obtainable free to play and it's tiered. It is, but the skill isn't what the box gives you. The box just gives you a crappy card, right? Think without the skill. We're looking at these as boxes. I feel it's very hard to remove the boxes from their skills because that's, and this is, it's something that I don't like. As of recent, I enjoy skills, but I enjoy decks being able to work without their skills. And we're seeing this in the more recent mini boxes. Like in the other mini boxes that we looked at, we didn't have to think of the skills. If anything, the skills were being nerfed because of the cards coming in that weren't related to them, right? Whereas nowadays, everything is being released attached to a skill to make it good. If you look at this as just a box, it's bad. Clock Tower is bad, but the skill is what made it tiered, right? So if Konami wants to just adjust the skill, they can, and you're invested. Hey, they didn't touch your cards, you can't complain. But the thing that made you want to go after it is gone. This didn't do jack. This didn't do jack. This didn't do jack. I thought that this would do something, but it didn't. This didn't do anything. This did something, at least. This didn't do anything. This did something. This did, it didn't do, it might do something later is the thing, right? And that's so sad to think about. That is so sad to think about. This box isn't good. There's nothing generic. Exactly, Maya, you are correct. There's nothing generic in here. There's nothing, you see, whether you can make something out of this and whether you should are two different questions. So you could make something out of this, but will it actually be good is the problem. It's sad to say, but the newer boxes have not been anything special. I don't feel like that's anything special. That's a C tier. I don't want to put it in as bad as like Power of Bravery type beat, because at least it had one or two things that helped out the deck that it was supposed to support in the form of DDs. So at least there's something in there, but it's not something good. It's not something impressive at all. It's not something impressive, unfortunately. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. So that leaves us with one more box. And that is the latest box. In the form of Force of Infinity. Damn, y'all thinking D? Wow, everyone seems to be thinking D. Everyone seems to be thinking D. And as a result of that, I will put it at as low in C as I'm comfortable putting it. Right? That'll go in. I'm comfortable putting it this low in C. I don't think it's worse than Age of Atlantis. Age of Atlantis only had cost down, right? Whereas, yeah. It's tough. Now let's put it here. Remember, this is cost down. This only had cost down. At least this had Kepler and Orthros, right? It's something. It's something at the very least, right? It's something at the very least. So, up next is Force of Infinity, the last mini box, the most recent one that we've gotten, and it contains Abyss Actor support. You get an entire deck in the form of Abyss Actors, which is nice. You get an entire deck in the form of Abyss Actors. The Mechlord support is useless. Now, I said some things about Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon when we initially did the rankings for the mini box. Now, this is actually interesting. So I went into the box with the SRD hero card. That's the only one. Oh, Konami hates you. The Konami hates you, right? Now, I said some things about this card, and I'm a man of, I can admit when I was wrong about something. I've seen this card in play. I don't think I fully understood it when I criticized it. This card is pretty damn good. It's generic. Anyone can make it. Ignore the pendulum effects. Cut those out. Light Swords can make this easy to negate all hand trap and battle phase effects. It's like having your own Gaia field spell. Well, not exactly like it, but it's similar, right? It's a very solid UR card. Then you get Abyss Actors, and Abyss Actors are fighting for their spot in the meta. They haven't claimed it. They haven't claimed their meta spot yet, but they're doing some crazy things. And then you have Santa Claus, the new Lava Golem, great combos, great plays. And then last but not least, Dynamis, bro. Dynamis are going dummy right now. Dynamis are doing crazy things. One of the, if not, I think Dynamis are the best free-to-play deck in the game right now. Fight me on that. With Triamids, you need Sphinx. That's 2 different boxes. With Magnets, you need Magnetic Field, the field spell. That's 2 different mini boxes. Everything you need for Dynamis is right here. It's all right here, nothing else. You can build, I've seen people say you can build this deck in 7k gems. That is unheard of. This is the best free-to-play box. The only thing that could have competed with this before might have been Lunalight, and that's been nerfed, so it's not a free-to-play deck. It's not as free-to-play as it used to be. This is the best free-to-play box. The best free-to-play box in the game, in my opinion, right? They've got the targeting protection, the destruction protection. It's very cheesy, but the fact that it's cheesy doesn't mean that it's bad. It's good. It's good. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Now, I won't play Dynamis. I don't like their playstyle. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy the Dynamis playstyle because the primary strategy is cheesy, but it's consistent. If you want to do it, you can. It gets those wins, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. Victory, right? So how we got there is of very little consequence. You won the game, and that's what matters. Your opponent probably hates your guts, but hey, you're straight chilling. So I told you about Meteor Burst and Dynamis, and you did not listen. I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it. This is, in my opinion, S. This is an S tier box. It is the best. You get Abyss Actors, which have some potential, but they'll need more support, which means it won't come from this box, mind you. But it does give you the best free-to-play deck in the game. It is probably the best, one of the best ladder decks right now. It's not very I don't even. We haven't seen what it's going to do in the competitive scene yet. It's still too new, so it might end up being very competitive. Not to mention a great generic synchro card. All of the Mechlord support is ass. Orient Dragon is interesting, I guess. It's interesting. It's interesting and it's generic, right? And Santa Claus, the brand new Lava Golem. Volcanic Queen is a selection box exclusive card, and this card is better than that, right? Nah. S tier. It's an S tier, right? 2 decks but 0 staples, so is S a bit much? No. But it does have staples. I feel like it's too new for it to really cement itself as a staple, but I feel like Santa Claus can be a staple removal card. I feel like Odd Eyes can be a staple level 7 synchro, right? So I feel like that's solid, not to mention the best free-to-play deck in the game, and a potential tier 3 deck, right? So I'm here for this. The thing though is that Dynamis is a free-to-win deck that doesn't even play any staples. True, exactly, right? They've won a tourney. Okay, fairs. Yeah, S. Yeah, I'm thinking, Velvet, that those were the words that I was looking for. You put the words right into my mouth. It looks like a side deck staple, where if you're playing in a tournament, if you run into a Bloom Diva or something and you need it, it's in your staple, it's in your side deck as a staple, right? That's what I think, right? Not many decks can use it properly besides Yosenju. Yeah, no, I'm thinking Santa Claus for the side deck in tournament play. I wouldn't use Santa Claus on ladder in my main deck unless I'm playing a deck like Yosenju, because it can return it back to your hand, right? But if we're talking like tournament play, competitive play, for my side deck, absolutely it's a staple, right? S tier, easy S. Okay, so Konami, at first looking at it, I thought that this box was going to be bad. Now, where an S? Where an S, though? This gives you 2 solid decks free to play. I want to put it around here. I want to put it around here. So it doesn't make the top 5. It doesn't make the top 5 for mini boxes, but I think it's a very good free-to-play mini box that also has some great cards involved in there. Because like having the best free-to-play deck in the game is a lot. That's saying, because how many people are going to go into this box? How many people, like, that means something. The impact on that means something, right? It's going to impact what you see on the ladder because it's going to be everywhere because everyone's going into this box because it's got the best free-to-play deck, right? So, this is our tier list. I think that's it. I think I'm very happy with how this came out. I am very surprised. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm very surprised with how all of this ended up. I was not expecting this to look the way it did, right? At the end of the day, winning doesn't matter. Only friendship does. Konami makes some damn good mini boxes. Oh wait, hold on. I think I think Mini Yacht is correct. Hold on. Let's put it over here. Ritual Beasts do more. This box. Okay, the Ritual Beast box gives you 2. It gives you 2 very good free to play decks, but this gives you the best free to play deck. Quantity, quality, but I'm gonna put this down here. But this doesn't give you any staples. I mean, it does give you Super Team Buddy Force actually. And this, okay, yeah. I'm fine with this. This works. Right? I like this. Right? So we're chilling. So this is it. It's got that knee box swag. I like it. Right? Christmas tree time. I think it's about time for us to work on that Christmas tree. It is currently 9:20. How many? Hold on, let me double check something. I wanna in the spirit of hold on. Because I do want to see where things ended up. Hold the phone. Wait, what? Where's my webcam? Okay, cool. Right? I do want to see where things ended up. One second. Right? We have been streaming for, let me actually check the stream uptime. We've been live for about 3 hours. We landed on 69 likes on the dot. Yeah. Oh, you guys are freaking phenomenal. We've landed on 69 likes on the dot. However, like I said at the start of the stream, it's going to be subject to time. We've been live for just under 3 hours, and I promise my sisters we decorate the tree today. Wait, hold on. Let me see if they're home. Yeah. They are home. The car is in the driveway. So they are home. They are home, so we will have to round up here. Because if we start a point battle room, that's another hour, which means we won't be done until like 8:30, 8:40, and that's late, right? I don't want to keep them waiting that long, you know? So, next time, hopefully, depending on what we're doing, because we might do another tier list next time. So keep your eyes out for a stream. Everyone have a phenomenal, fantastic day. I appreciate you bigly. This was very, very fun. I like how hotly debated it was. All of this was. Let's go back over to the tier list. Right? I like just how hotly all of this was debated between everyone, because like it means that it's not as black and white, and it kind of shows Konami has made more good mini boxes than they have bad ones. Now, bearing in mind, if you were to combine all of these, everything at B and below, into one tier, then yeah, the bad ones actually kind of start to outweigh the good. But let's not do that. How about let's just not do that? Thank you. Please and thank you. Let's just appreciate what we've gotten and take it from there, right? Thank you guys very much. We'll see you guys on potentially tomorrow. It is Christmas Eve. Depending on how things go with the fam, I'll let you guys know. We might do the main boxes tomorrow, or we'll do them after Christmas. If I don't see you guys before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have a fantastic holiday season with your families. Much love to you, my friends, my Nakama. After I'm done decorating the tree, I will be on Discord to reply to our DMs and just see what's going on. Just chilling, right? So have a fantastic day. Much love, my friends, and take care of yourselves. Love to your families and everything, right?